Reformada was say wa joining na o share KOFI TV so. The interview ayeye de wo ho enie. Say when you interview ayeye ho a, bomoden a na share fato wo so ma adofo enhu na wo mmra mehwe bi. Enu achi no say o share e wo YouTube so a like interview no e wo like button no eso. Enu achi no share ma adofo enya kwan enhwe bi. Sa wonka KOFI TV abusua no ho a Mesra say obe click the subscribe button no koko ai wo kona ho sa subscribe button no click so uwi a adoma bi wanchan ho click sa adoma no so eka ho de ye ne say adoma no e ma brebia ye de video beto YouTube ha no onya kwan etumi ehunu e ma prompt e ka kire wo say KOFI di video ato ho subscribe no so de ye ne say e ma be ka KOFI TV abusua no ho na brebia ye live a watumi enya bi ahwe sa wo hwe e wo YouTube a Shannon so say your interview no do no aye e Facebook and sana ye de at YouTube and into no Facebook on say say joining ye na utumi bi share live e wo ha ye oba ne say hwehwe KOFI TV e Facebook na click e follow and I say like your page no ye call live bi a e be send a prompt and I say be mo hu na send a message say KOFI e live na watumi a join it.
It's brought to you by
Visit KOKONSA today.
Brain X syrup. Emma mofra adwini mapo muden. SCP, Esita.
or Mama Royal Chocolate.
Delicious.
No, don't mommy be here.
KTA Mobile.
It's the future.
Slam Technologies.
The whole computer school wow. Teachers no wa botre no betimi achire wa eno an Islam technologies.
Fly Ethiopian Airlines, the new spirit of Africa, a Star Alliance
Nest Trading Agency.
We are the best. Tap send.
Tap send. Charlie, me say menye ja ho. Me say tapo na send.
Rice pudding.
Abenda the bibia wo.
GhanaMats.com.
Ghana Mats away. So I'm rich now with the so man no have no provisions. Who person to credit man.
Your friend me, Nana Santa Ogakros, or see dear Yoka from lower prices the first. Chief of Fufu Lefo. If you send me in the home appliances, no boy for any auto home use. Come how no your promotion? If you say you're 30 home appliances. Angaza.
Oh, my king. I came all the way from Togo just to buy here. Their prices are so good. Produits très exceptionnels. Et tellement que j'adore ça.
Even in French, something is happening at KOKONSA. If you say you're the fastest growing Samsung sales partner, Ghana. And I face so 2019, you will need Samsung strategic partner. It was South Korea. Come from lower prices, no. I told me she's uncle. Nothing. No snake. No snake. My fantasy. Call KOKONSA today on 0500 000 105.
Deputy Minister for Tourism.
The entire baby this enkomo eye dey na betwini aye lessons are a womb They are a be a can say the obituary of the dead is a warning to the living. The SCCA, you know, the Totonwa no wafane say a bit to me at all. A bit to me at all be. Dear now bit to me a beer anchor right. All things being equal, say Encraya AP no Papa J and Ma. Is there something he could have done right 1 year? DNT and 1 year. Could all these things be avoided and say now a supposed daughter jumping from radio to radio, TV to TV, granting interviews, wanting to see the papa emu and being prevented. The no attributor na ye kan any biography ye kan na no ye kan the only son, 3 daughters. Meanwhile, we know of other pictures circulating. Could it be say family name and I say no creepy enim? Yeni has a baby book obia for nemum baby di ho enkomo. Ebi anami me baby she baby a winnim. Ebi ana can salute to baby she baby a winnim. Ebi ana mark baby she baby a winnim. Ebi ana sifa ebi ana obia. And run many papa be dim komo ewo yesi papa J no. I remember nana ya brefo na ebisa and I say, oh, the way between that will be, but that is why I'm saying, say, what are the lessons a woman? Dear hen and essay any year, dear hen and a uncle ye. And I water, said the name said Thursday, say, no, KOKONSA KROM, ye ma quine and will be joining it was Zoom. A drew why if supposed to link, no, a comment section when ye pin not waiting me a click it, I join in with one comma, or say, only Eddie. And I said, "Be do a while, or person ubisa, fasa uncle moi na ye to me, Eddie. Made the KOFI Adroma on when Marion Fisa KOFI TV, and also see what it is so cry. Tia who he has over 12 February Chaba, Tony Wagana Haya, na Yam Van Coma will be Ofi. So and a tap send a fee ba US and in Timo when you're ready and train tap send. We send this free Europe, about Ghana, Untiaka Prekra, I sign it very easy. Download do Anomana that's so green. Na wetu me use tap send. So open free sika ede channel. Ebisa promotional code na the KOFI TV ashim. Ebe ma wanya. Ebre no a free complain na ma free omo. Chale na nkofo so omo promotional sika na modi kind channel say when use promo code KOFI TV nintia. Ente ya na we use na etumi aboa. Councillor George LUTTERODT. Majo.
Kofi Anoma ejoso.
Mentu.
Bokori
you didn't ya adoma. It means adoma, adom I am a grace in
na de we no ya adoma I am na ya anoma.
Ya adoma I am. Enya na do me onanka who
na de ye enya anoma.
Mama as a roaming around.
Everywhere you are there. Put me figure na create two. Nipa mi na hu so nam ha mi nkɔhwa akokonsa ne abayisɛm a wu tunti na wa America wonya anoma ha yɛ de
de ne yɛ kɔpam papa no
enti kobi busa be spy
oh spy na se spy na nyon ne ho
na ga se kɔpam
na time but
shebi yɛ gas go para wa hwara ade ya se kese enti mi na mi hu so yɛ anoma
ɛno ho anoma na
enti de bia kofi anoma na me frɛ me nsesa wo KOFI anoma KOFI me nka se me start project bia em say ya kwelenim enje kra agima tuma bon abaso na se woni me ne oba bi won na sha me start toilet project
okay
media houses and their toilet cleanliness
okay
near afternoon news na me nka enhye nyam ye nyam hey changes bi aba okay me call UTV despite toilet no like the place I mean it looks like what could easily go to Tiafindo. What must say me shots na me start to to me twa me nkasa o me dey come and to me say this is KOFI Adoma toilet. See they are costing up people but see how their toilet is na me twa and I'm here interview na me buo group bidding. But there's a change. So this year, near Twasso, and the one who's on toilet and you clean. Get ready, Eba. Me and KOFI, I'm doing just corporate organizations, media houses, and I go in the afternoon. Me and Kwadopa, as an apart here cleaning.
Interior decorator, crab chair, a new decoration for toilet. Meaning say by next week be ba no be twa efe pa.
Wo mo.
Sisi a da bia ha Kofi.
Oh okay. Na mo toilet wa.
Oh you true cry.
Mo toilet tu a. O minim da. Me ba ha tie fi ade me da.
Yeah.
Eta na de me ba eta de na. Me tan wa konwa no say mu form na straight rubber nim.
And then se find na hwene so ntie ba ne say on na beti.
Asefane hwene so.
Oh bobo.
Ni bibia ye ngiti o.
O de bi na hwene ne ayi de.
Onya akrobeto ba.
I'm not supposed to me out. In this day and age, yeah.
What's up, Mr. I feel me who now for me, bro, your dear brother. I'm saying, bro, now so could tell your election tea. I don't know whether you are taking cover away of beating or something. Meaning that they yell.
Oh, they be
until cover power. Oh, who my party I say. Yami man in quarantine. Who a party I say, yeah. Who my di kind of jam over pa a year. Say a jansem na shirawo. Who a pan yan jashi mo, I should say, you see a japade and yan napade. And do papa be wuna or yan to assasia, so no mo pen or to assasia no unko. What's your case? What do you kind of surprise?
No, but in this day, you're so proud japade. Why don't you fight for your own?
We define what is your own. The biggest thing you can get on earth as a blessing is a father's treasure. Who papa ma ejapadia e sombo sen. Who papa ma ofie old house. Old city. Is more relevant than you buying a new property in a new city. Because the father's blessing cannot be gotten easily. Michia Prophet Emmanuel J. The father's blessing any joke, Kofi. So don't play with your father. I'm not saying take your mother for granted, but I'm saying that don't play with your father. And be careful you don't have any misunderstanding with your father to go and ask your father to come and beg you. Menje bida. Obia oma papa ebe pa o cho no. E dane no me ma kozi da be wu. Even when your father is wrong, make sure he doesn't make a mistake of begging you. Go to your father and make sure you take your father's blessing. Take your father's blessing, Kofi. Because no matter who your mother will tell you your father was or your father is, make sure you take your father's blessing. Don't deny any property your father gives you because you think you are in a modern world. Se koko asasi akoko ni nyina ewu efim na papa si meba ade a mijama wo ne som eja pa ade yani eja boni ade wo don sem no de ma enti Kofi tie ni ye men ka se why don't you do your own? Ask for your own do, but always have your eye gazed on your father's property. I hear people saying, it's a curse when your father gives you and you give to the family. Let's not take some things for granted. And yes, papa. Nyamere kosra papa. Unye sika ma papa bindi. Obia opesa ba ifo jawon. Unye sika ma busanfo first. Anytime you want to fight the devil, when you get money, give to your father's family first, not your mother's family. The witches in your mother's family have limitation to fight you. The witches in your father's family can fight you faster. Why do you obit me and so engineer so? A best shock was the son of a petty piano. Ni dinti na okoso na zundi. Mekacho. So we shouldn't take things for granted, especially when it comes to men who become fathers. If you're watching me, your father has given you a property, and you think the property is in a very bad place, and then we are here, please, this is the toil of your father. Who on the Datsun 120 car, drive it. Cause you and the feel like menkoton. A best shock will say, "O car from there be a break it down." It sounds some from our car no koton. The castle so obin papa chair the car. Na we are the cheba and no koton. Car be obetobia access to 3 months or the workshop. You can even buy a brand new car. And will be catch and say, "Oh papa chair wa there." The only chair one when be san ho kan na koton. So don't joke with father's blessing. I'm very happy you went to visit your father. Me ken obi a wo hwam wo abruchire wo babia one neglect papa a son say bia obi ti say Sicilian for my prophecy say wo papa e bayfo mesrew bomodin na bra na papa be yie no o fa bi ma wo so na fatena se che Don't neglect your father. This is not to silence your mother, but don't neglect your father. The reason why we neglect father at our time because our mothers talk too much. When you follow your mother's pain, you can neglect your father, and when you neglect your father, you lose your father's blessing. Tie me pa bema wo tie me. Baby a wo bia mano papa. Eye ketwa kra ya den mane no men tran kran and that 4-bedroom house mu and na papa data kwa me dan not ye dan mu a dan no enyu men ka se ko fa ni fie kura bran kran. That is another mistake. When your father is in the village, there are men that if they could have left them in the village till today, they are alive. But because their sons went to carry them from the village, brought them to the city, that's why they came to die. The spirit of the old men usually live long in the village. The one will bring them to the city. But they go and come. You bring them to this city called Accra. And Chebia, what a shock.
What about those whose fathers are dead? If we erase Ellis.
If your father is dead, don't neglect your father's family. If you marry a woman whose bride price was paid to the mother's family, the marriage will never stand and she's still single and you struggle as a man. And you will pay a jabi Bomodi na kopo papa chief for coin. Not the Sefatan Famano. You do what I did. Owa ye tun kwala ne ehye ejabinsa ya mamre ye susuma de. They hand you over to another father. So whatever you are supposed to be doing for your father, you have to do it for this father so that his blessing will cover you. Me na ye chieftains in nyama bia e fie panyin ade and I'm saying me dey challenge panyin for ni wuwia no catch them say don't try this. Let them give you the position whilst we are alive so we can protect you. Don't wait till we die before you come for the position. Yes. Me anke catch them so be sifie wo fie ha. Mem twen me ye hu ansana be sifie no. Bra. Ni embo na sifie ansana ye nko. So wow. It was a deep statement. So they fight for you. You go and give. Oh, corner man wait 20 Ghana. One wait 20 Ghana. One wait 20 Ghana. One wait 40 Ghana. Do you want 40 Ghana no? Or do you want 20 Ghana? You quite the DNA will be can say jai. On no be buying 20. Unti nyashe. But how corner the hold there, you suffer from it. So go pay you. Show go pay chief for coin. Don't follow your mother's anger and pain and neglect your father. Don't.
A father like J.J. Rawlings, neba ababonte. It looks like when you're a father blessing, if all the all cano a year no cre say a year ne papa and pa, that is the issue. I baby did no and come up and ready. First of all, say obi wo na eba say neba a chiri and son will be piety said ye Papa J and ma APP now we are. What does it mean?
Kofi, I think you ever call archives now both videos here. We've discussed this skin several times. Several times. So we kaya ya kasa ja any mba one same ya wo me down. But the truth of the matter is that ye nyina ye kan jeji asem. Em say me na me uhwe abakosema me na me koye making fathers out of men. An interview that I granted JJ and in his speech he had passion and hate for men who neglect women who have children for them. Go and watch the video. It's there on Facebook. Yes, making fathers. Born with TV Africa. Making fathers out of men. I feel that as soon as we have not gotten any form of proof.
We are looking at the possibles.
Yes. What if?
Yes.
What if this child genuinely is for ex-late President Rawlings? That is, what if? Is that not the clause?
Yeah.
What if? Now, Jenny Kine, if we are trying to look for who a father is to a child, the best person who can tell us who a father is to a child is the mother. Let's keep this thing clear in our mind. There's a statement that goes like, it is only women who can show us the father of their children. It is not a hearsay. Enyen kwalansem. Oba bia ni mbemo hye ne nyensen. Jisobia ya to no na. Jisobia ye share no efa no wo hu de o share no. And those are extreme cases where people have been raped. They have been, sexually assaulted, and it has resulted into pregnancy, or they have some mental deficiencies or disorders, and based on that one, those ones are the limited ones. But me kase oba na ni da hode ye hwe eja ama oba bia eye oba na tumi kire se asimesi ene ye me bema onye me enti enkoma ba enkrofo piepie ya yedi nkomo yi nipo betime di ye nokura pa se akola we eye jejiba eye bofra na okasa ne maame. The best person to tell us who the father of this girl or these children coming out is not Rawlings, but is the mother of the children. We make a mistake. My father told me something when I was growing, that in our family, anybody who comes to say I've impregnated, they will collect it. My family, that's the standard. Yeah, you bush your sanity.
To be banned, I say, only literate in your man.
And now, you can't say, you see, out of those times, now say, now you do 30 million a year. No born no man in those days, and they say, out of all the men, why will a lady walk in and come and say, una share again saying, Yabaji, ni ashabo frano. That's my family. Now, you too me for say, and to so corner ko show baby, no baby koda. But modern so bana and ne kwa kodano. Onyima ubawa be catch the yen. So I said, and to the kind of in same man kukosono, the obetima came no cre, ayo obano nyeme yeno. That's one. Number two, the obetima san kano kura maya tia se ye no kre. Eye papa na ono se sia wa kan kire gu awako no. Ba ye kan ye kan esi asem to se ye won krofo bi asem we ato omu wuye. Eti komona ebedi ye no ye di amankrofo omo tiase eni omo mewu omo yase ase na de nkwala baaye matena bi mu da me matena edwem a ye yi a obi di akwala afi sunyane aba da ebre emu na oda ho no otise wewu no baaye no de ne na efe keke sana eye bi si obusue no ba eye na se no ba eye na se oboaboa no mfoni na ye twitwa no eni atwa ne bi eni be ma ne nwia ba sister when me fe o kala ne me fe ye ntwa no mu twa e na go kibi picture no enti 9 years later be ma ne wu ye oba ye so ne wo ba na ye di nchi no si o wa ba hada be ma ne ma me wu ye 9 years ago ye no be ye ni bi ni mfoni one ne nwia ba na one ne prenie. That was a proof. But me kase, one of the things nobody should deny, when a woman tells you this child is yours, shut up and take it. It is true. Olatilante went through a bad pain. Yeah. Where a woman said, these are your children, and he gave names to them, and at the end of the day, the children were not his. Yeah. That is a curse and a distraction of destiny. I mentioned insane. Na say a fra akola let them forgive agbesi agbelesi. Na say nko won nsem. Na ye de akola no command kan ne ye fra ni pakoshito enu anu na akola ni da brabo say. So it is not a joke for you to carry somebody's pregnancy to, if you love the child, and give it out to somebody to name. So as for the errors, they are there. But anybody who grows as a child and your mother refuses to show you who your father is, there are two things your mother is. Either she's a fool or she's a witch.
So mommy and shell o papa.
O mommy etiasi no ntimi ankyere wo papa. So nye jimifo no ye bayifo. O baby eni asasi so betuma ka chem so ni mbebo hye ne nsen. Me ma o fati wo obi asi ato ne muna. Obi a owa adwum yare obi de ne fa no. Omo ye yi omo fin komonum. Ba oba ne nan sisi ne nan so. Wa wo ba. Ani benye last year me adoring for Nkrofo 5. Who said unu said na me so the only long time he taba we say me pen Nkrofo eja no mama. Yes. Obi 42 years after am go hu papa ni e ko ne ko tu ni din. 42. 42 me will be classes here onu ye 36 afina me dua ma kopen papa chi kwan akope bia papa no me tu kwan ako baby a kire me ma kopen papa chi kwan ni ma me wo hwe de ma me ka kire no hwe school so nako hwe school so nako girl bia me got ye ko hu ni papa chi kwan unu de ba ni ma be na ye na adwen se brono na ye tini nyina kratch ba ko wo ho papa bia na oye teacher oye headmaster na ni ba nyina ko school ono so won kwala ni kunu ni ma ni nyina omu nko school papa bia enti ohun se kratch na ba kuro mu ono ye na adwen so de ne ho ba hihye sa papa no ama papa na nyem no papa ne ba kuro no de ne ho hihye na papa na nyem no akwani 30 tawa mi shanu 34 years no afina ni mama ka chense enye ni papa one nete no 34 na ni papa ni asimasi ampanso enkwara ni nyina ntem onu pe na oye teacher or rise bar district education officer so obabi anya ni bibi keke se na me nam ya magidin a me mpema gro nso ubisa very correct obabi tuma cross me ma nyem no me so cross amanyem wo ese utumi didi say Kofi Adoma na onam ho a oni oba ba ko pe na ewo adwemu yare
mpe de sanse mwenye ya no akofa na abobol despite mu bebre we mu bebre na
yes it's a disservice to the nation and the embassy bibia me body akon say it is real, it can be true, but the real person to tell us who the father of the child is the mother.
But just say ni ma me ka kire no utie ne narration na
girl Abigail then
Abigail or Rawlings and also another moto but nema ono ankasa na dey Rawlings na kan dey no nti your friend Abigail Rawlings
so I never saw the legal implication of some things that we do
so
no so there's a legal document called the weighing card and the birth certificate hospital ye jiwa wo wi ye fili weighing card na ye bisa father's name. So the legal thing is that once I impregnate you and you know as a woman whether I have accepted the pregnancy or not, I'm encouraging them say once you know Kofi Adoma impregnated you and by the grace of God you deliver safely, don't forget to write Kofi Adoma father's name in a weighing card. Ye correct birth set Kofi Shabofrano one shall know or to know one young to know, write the father's name, the father you know, write in the document. Write in the document because confusing and you so the go as you. And then my can't do it, so go to the archives. Mr. Bama as you so good in a go sati one. Say udom ebusua nim say owo back kind of your Bama your friend say. Bible say na uyebuja kro ewo una yamini when you were a clot of blood in your mother's womb I knew you and I gave you name. There's no child in the Bible that was given birth to before the name was given. Once you are in the womb your name is given already. So you can't tell me that when me I impregnate you don't know my name, you don't know where I come from, so you give the child an opportunity to name from your father's name. No
akrana nkasa say ne maame no so afrimu so
ne maame fimu edi say
but let's come to the issues. One, where would the error be? Dear Nama Akobasi, utie ne story ne narration na. Abra hu ye say ne papa and JJ Rawlings no. Otu anamon etre countless letters. Edibi koma Papa J. Oko Papa J abusuafo ho na nanom wo Volta region
na ne papa ewu
ekobo mama ne na ne maame ewu
at what age? I don't record
I think at the age of 19 na ni ba na ho so hu se ba bia otie nipa one ne te no enye ono ankasa ne maame enye be ma no ayese so o take that step Emma get to JJ Rawlings Emma at a point JJ Rawlings sending his car what he said JJ Rawlings ne na maame dok no kra wo mo bank akra what meaning nti okobo no nso amane utumi say she did all she could say obetumi enya that bonding unfortunately enu sampempen so no kopem se papa je efim utie maamen osikere se ne maamen so se na eye secret ya bona no se emma nenka ti jeja aka se mane money din for certain reasons but when him sa kra no eye ne ba very complex situation at Obana ba out now because nipa na no office say wa modin obodin e be affect no even she went ahead okotwe daily graphic mo kra some time ago ekotwe say ni papa ne JJ Rawlings it's also documented and so now it has become an issue because ni papa wu ye no opese okohu body no okotwe body ne bi e wa Accra International Conference Center yes ye manenko and was nipa etwem kra no enye Rawlings makra mama mo kwa momoko media mo mamenko obi oye me papa so okosu o create scene eye dede wo a video no se mark bo abon se police for no air try to prevent her na ono nso ne omo eyi e wa Accra International Conference Center ho enti ekoye gidigidi and that is
Kofi, let me tell you the error and the mistake. Okay. Yamamre muno in our tradition. Metiwe mawale mekoshe obabi nyin says here which is possible. The di kind of obabi nyin mamia enye me na make akoka che oba de busan for se manye wo ba amamre kwan so no mafom kwan. It is unaccepted for me to go to the girl's house and tell her family members that I've impregnated your daughter. That's unaccepted. But this is what tradition demands. When your daughter has been put in a family way, you sit your daughter down and ask who is responsible. Once your daughter gives you that it is Kofi Adoma, you send a delegation to Kofi Adoma's family house, not marital home. You see why I say I'm blaming the women who get pregnant? Nobody has a right, Kofi. As I sit, nobody has a right that when I impregnate their daughter, they can go to my wife's my house with my wife. They can't do that. It's an error, and my wife can beat them and sack them from our house and deny that this is not true. But they have the right to go to my family house to go and say, Yebabai. Ne ho adane ye bisa na se eye hwan obobo be ma Kofi Adoma din enti ni aba ha no na abusua je won tata yo ye de wo ba be ma wo ha ye friend Kofi na ye ma ne doso wa bo ni din sa Adoma ne de ye srem okwa adwuma ye srem oba ye betu nanim ne ya pe mochi kwan ne ya be ye de se now look at the procedure.
Right. So her mom died only 3 years ago.
Yes.
And she found out Rawlings is her father when she was 32 rather.
Thank you. So I'm going to do some corrections here. Thank you for the filler. Tio. So ni maame ni nyeme no. Ebusua akobisa nyensen. Ama yakache ebusua se. Asimesi na ye bana boni din. Enti sia no nyensen no ni Kofi Adoma ntem ene ge ani ntem. But nyensen ni wo girl no ene Kofi Adoma ebusuafo ntem. Which means ye wu abofra na ebusua betu din. So my wife who ye nyina ye suo security and then you know security wise and na be otino obi ati say there are people who are MPs that have children now. I have evidence of districts, chief executives, directors of our kromo ha omo ne ma wo omo tinkran ha omo yinu munim ena ema no koku apai ena maboa girls na ko directors na busuafo fie ya ji nkola na to wondi ama be ma no abusua ama ono ediska ba ya de hwa bofra no. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So that's the first mistake women do. The first mistake is that when they are pregnant, they want to prove a point to the man in the marital home. And wives who have been hypnotized, confused, like my wife and the rest. Me yire ni omo aka. Ya ka chi omo sa wo ko atre awade ho a na kire se onyam sumbe ko anim. Esa sofo na dada won se wo to awade so be me ma communion. and your Tihono, or Wayan who said, Igilbia or Chiobia around. And pay you for me, bring able to go job on Manono, and your money matter at home. And to the Dicano, once a Busia ain't him get where you can ask him. Or ni mammy point, come Busia and Pamono as an evidence, no. A bayer din, say a Busia Beginatum, say Oyaba. And to what we see, we ni sembia oni obi awono men koni pano ni oni ni yiri fie koni busie fie ko ba amane se George Nutrot ena ne me wo abofra yi na busia engineer frey ba no me kan che say dabi. That's the mistake with our young girls now, because you cannot break anybody's home and to get away all see how can
so Rawlings agiatum no I can't show ba ne say
that's a mistake.
Men can't share.
Rawlings into them. Rawlings into them. I don't name. Mimi name you. It's my family that gives name.
And yeah, that is in your family.
Everywhere. Even you as a sister, you don't name. Oh man, you not to one. Ebusian de me din ya de to one. Do you understand the policy? It is a mean you baby shaho. Na nyem ge na se men kan tro bia na ge no so ye din ni busuafo so tum so munye din a it means that's what I'm saying, that there are two things I tell the woman. If the mother is not a witch for anybody who has a child or a fool, and the fool I'm saying say men ma be man njimo de di kan minute way me ni oba bi da ena empa I need send ye wo mu miensa ye wo unwanted pregnancy, ye wo planned pregnancy, and ye wo unplanned pregnancy. Unwanted pregnancy ni say many we share ya wi ho ya wi ho ya wi say nyinsembra ya de sepe ya ho ayi yansim toothpick agieda. What does here na echiem no akoda na nyinsem. When you tell me you are pregnant, it's likely the fear and flight mode in me will say no, abort it, I don't want it because I want it. Immediately when I tell you that, you'll be offended, even though you're also not ready for pregnancy. So you decide that I'll keep the child. Once you take that stand to keep a child that I am not ready for, and you want to hold it against me, you're misunderstanding.
Okay, right now, yeah, sure. If those are the clauses, they air share. But with this one, according to Ura Abigail, no, now Rawlings Enka said, okay, my dear to me, I'm back, and answer when you're back. He was ready for DNA. She was ready for DNA to prove say truly ne papa and JJ Rawlings. Unfortunately, sa DNA no amaso.
It's still possible now. Scientifically, we can do a DNA today. We only need a toothbrush of Rawlings, a comb of Rawlings. Oh, but that's, I mean, you see, DNA.
Who will give you that
okay, KOFI. That's a good question, but if it comes,
I'm ready to give you a toothbrush.
Oh no, but you see, my painful thing is that if my wife refuse to assist to prove that this child is mine, what does she what when the child is for Rawlings, what would Nana Kudedu lose? Every day I ask my wife, if I have a child right now and my child comes, what do you lose? KOFI, that's my question to women. If I have a child today out of wedlock, and my child comes and you know this is my child, what do you, my wife, lose? What do you lose? So if Nana Kudedu is if what they are saying is so, and it's demanded on her, say we need a toothbrush, all right, the last toothbrush your husband used, or the comb, or a strand of his hair, to go and do a DNA to prove whether these children, what they are saying, the molecules are the same, and you say I won't give. What do you? I mean, I just want to see, why won't you want a proof to show that? Is it that when your husband goes to have a child outside, it means that it's a sin? I don't know. Then he arguing. Say ukru ekofa enyi wo for konyima. Then neba ema your friend wo ba ni jiri for another. Amenti ase o. Say ukru ko wo abonten a den aba. Eyemusu o. Eyenimguase e. Be ma ontumi hwefie no wo abonten a asem kase. But muti hwe dian yedi. Say ye president Penisa, the longest serving president ewo Ghana. Na owoba mkwara 30 50 money better one. I mean tiasie it is all case ma you give her. It's possible we can do a DNA now.
All right. So let me kind of Thursday, and along the line, in about 20 minutes time, you better activate your Zoom. Now, the link now to am wait to me join in. So far, I'm afraid Abano, Katie Abu APA, or no, they will say Papa J, Egypt Tumo, and my Papa J, Ebuano cry near day.
But Dinia then,
Katie Abu. And
that's where the error is.
And Abigail, and so, and then dear, my father is Samuel Okra. I'm the firstborn, I'm Stephen Aduma. The Otwaso Collins Kusi. The Otwaso Felix Techi. The Otwaso Susanna Chunwa. There's none of that.
So hold on.
Yeah,
so the first thing.
It is
what is your surname?
My surname is Aduma.
What is your father's surname?
Okay.
So what is your surname?
That is what I'm supposed to pick.
So what you are writing is not your surname.
It is.
No, it is your house name.
Okay.
And you're feeding. And you're feeding.
But and you'll be on a trossa, the literal.
No.
There are people who
name. Under the tradition, what is your surname?
There are people who name.
What is Rawlings' surname?
Rawlings.
No, it's John.
Oh, until Rawlings not.
Aha! You see, the John is the surname. And the Rawlings was a middle name.
And you are not so crying mistake. So when
that error was made, he maintained it.
No, John didn't get to. John,
so you see,
but the Rawlings is what.
So if you read the biography very well, and what many interview, so he made that thing that it was a mistake that was done. But what I'm saying here is that the surname obi the surname pa Kofi. Kofi Adoma in the first place no. And my who kwan my nko baby anko who say hana ufi. Kofi teriyo.
Yeah.
Uka your friend evangelist Kofi Ernest Adoma. Na ka chen say Adoma no Adoma ye mano e your surname. It doesn't give us connection to where you're coming from. But Upa baby, not Upa Pedino, won't they get connection where you're coming from? So you see the error. I don't know if you understand me. Because right now your children will write what name?
Adoma.
Adoma is not your surname.
So when America said that is, I don't know how.
It's wrong.
Then
it's wrong.
You activate phone lines now. You get where I'm coming from. I know, and yet it's not only maybe America, different.
So I'm saying it's wrong.
I don't know your family also the same thing, right?
So
also the same.
It's wrong.
The same thing.
No, it's wrong.
More the same.
It's wrong. Kofi. We can't continue.
The same.
Yes, so at the end of the day, once you mention your name,
somebody
your name should tell us where you are coming from. And your name will give us the lineage that you are coming from. Bible says if you check Matthew, the genealogy, you check Genesis, the genealogy. So if you tell us your father's name, you will say, Ofibulu.
Adoma from any maybe a friend Adoma be who say straight Ofibulu.
No. To see and cry for Adoma a man and cry for Krato. Dromo. Yes.
Oh, any Dromo, any Adoma.
What's the difference?
Dromo a grace.
No, people Adoma a man, people are not giving people their names. They are singers who are not from your place because it's just a simple title as a result of the child that I have. But I'm saying that you write your surname to depict where you're coming from, and that's where the error is. So if you come to us and Rawlings is not Yebua, and you come and tell us that your father Abigail, is, you are called Abigail Yebua. Whatever Yebua you give your name to be, the Yebua family, and I'm saying the error is that. So we can say there was a musician in this country who was given the mother's name. Yemani Mamidi. So he became a star in town and he was writing the mother's surname. Are you aware that recently the Gans just came up to say that they don't share anything with him. He should go back. But I didn't Mrs. Sadina and Mamidi. So there are many times that when the men are not ready for the children, the women decide to give their family name to the children. I get my picture here. So me and Krenny, Anami Aibeni, my son Yensen. Now we are Asantini. Your flow Quatin. Now we Dean Quatin Ason Kolani Dean so. Now so many can for. So when they come up later to come and say, oh me ba. na me agbani na ya ba na say obaba ko apie fia o say a friend Georgina Kwatin. There's no link to me. And it's the error I want us to correct. Say your surname is different from the middle name that your father is supposed to name after. So uti wana ye fra odi ya fra Kofi Adoma na ye gusu ye fra wo no Kofi Adoma na enye ubusu edin. Mimiti we Adoma na kan girl we friend girl and there's another girl be your friend Adoma.
Adoma or you Adoma.
And what's the difference?
The difference is Oko Ashantia. Yeah, one of Oba Adoma and a Bema Adoma.
And Adoma na ye kano. Adoma na ye kano. And yes, surname.
It's a different topic.
No, so that is the error.
Okay.
No, it's part of the errors.
Okay.
So when women get pregnant by men, they write names. That at the end of the day, when they want to access where follow up to go back for the children, they becomes a different issue. I'm saying this because it's a job I do.
Why do men hide their children from their wives?
Men don't hide.
Okay. They don't take them home.
The wives we are married to have not been trained to understand that we have the right to bring children home.
Okay, so that is the problem.
That's the problem because the way I am with my wife today, if I take a child home, she will think that she has right to say no. But my wife has no right to stop any child in my house. I'm telling you. And I've made it clear to them. It is the church. The church is the biggest problem. I go to church and I went to a church recently where they were serving communion. The pastor had the guts to open his mouth and say, if you are a second wife, it's madness. Not just madness. What do you mean by saying, Papa bi ekwa ewade ye no Kofi oware ye first 8 years obono ne nti on anwo ena mo nyina tie omo wase na bi oba foforo be kan ho de ade be kan ho na be wo nkwala 6 ama no na sia no se wa fa Kristo e wo crusade ase wo we so for no hwe nim ka chen say awade mienu de ye ntumi bo wasu enti maba akonko. We're talking about a man who is in his 60 something. When enko the other woman no ana the only natural sinner na because of this no and man me in the communion. Do you understand what you are doing to people? There were girls me who crow boy say me na me ware won come here home. Na on beto awade sunti no omo mpre awade no na so me pray me no be twempna. The all back was so dem yaman communion. Se me ye pawo bon one bon two was so dem yaman communion. But the yet to sika aware na oto awade so no ono ye chi communion. Any ye immigration and say and it's alleged say Bagbin honorable Bagbin Ebodino and second lady Obondo Frodi say Samira Tawade so. And I felt so proud for the vice president. These are men we need to lead nations, not men like us who have one wives. Useless entity.
Because
we are useless.
Because
we are useless.
But when the other people were making noise and
I say everybody should shut up. These are men. A man who can manage home is useful because he has more than one wife. So the neighbor said saying is very simple. Say men don't hide children. But the women we impregnate are not well trained because there are 5 categories of women. And let me remind listeners again. In the life of every man, we have 5 categories of women. The first woman is called a wife. Obaya no wadie. Ehu abusia ayagina tum or your wife. Second category your girlfriend. Only your downfall. Ye ne fa nyonko. Empema gro nimu. Enfianu enye de mark mu ye ni bi. Ye enfianu ye nyehwe ono your girlfriend. They to so be your sex mate. Sex mate your be wo be ma brabo ma ono ne ye mpaso agro. Sex mate ni ashawo ni pe. Eto ye sex mate afoto ohiase. They to so 9 ayo bi a ye frɛ no baby mama. Baby mama ni yo bi a oni be ma awo a onye ne ho ade na so awo ma be ma. The tato a side chick. Side chick ni obi a oni obi kunu etwempna. Some men meaning who can or Bema Brabum. Omu be any more bonnet. Member can't just do a big crew train prayer bonnet. Yan children baby I say bonnet. And from so be a new. But the young say, only a big crew air train plan. Now we are doing so by what? I say yes, she share. Because you have unwanted pregnancy from men. That's a problem.
All right. So sha Obawe say so kai say we the Rawlings ba on any picture or my soulmate.
Yes.
When you Ghana ni. Ye na so Obaye. But just say even Accra International Conference Center because of nose mask in no ama aye ebi wo ho a na difficult to tell say your nini and say but on one kasa Instagram post say ye na say Obaye.
Okay.
I'll take pictures ni videos or any status I almost say or the biatu to wa on the banning in a ebai. There was no problem. Problem no. The akofa sa obesi hula balloons in diaba. Eye Abigail Rawlings. Ah, person come here papa body.
No, I mean, no. As for going to view the body, you refuse. No, one. The dead body belongs to the family. That's one. Number two. Going to see the remains, the mortal remains of the man lying down, who she claims say papa no. I don't know the reason. Meaning there's a reason why she was stopped.
I think
if she refused to follow the protocols.
Or they can't be a interview be an or story num kakra.
Before she was going to view.
I think Catholic Assorted here Holy Spirit
Cathedral.
The Assorted Echino. Or yeah,
mass and
I think say one no who say one sha on her body for fan one or one or kisi JJ.
So I don't know. So I'm saying that we don't have a reason. Maybe she didn't follow the protocol, or they envisaged that her reaction for the loss of her dad could have been something else. That is why maybe she was prevented. I don't think, and I stand to be corrected, that she was denied the opportunity to see the fathers, the alleged or whatever fathers or Rawlings' body because she claimed she's a daughter of Rawlings. Maybe the protocol that was followed were unfollowed. Because and the public was given the right to view. The day she went, the time for public view was a timetable.
Yeah.
So them say, "Hey, be a day or call you know."
The day or call now, but na ye die ye diama or yere ma ebusia.
So she went at the wrong time.
At the right time.
No.
At the onyeba.
Listen, the
chief about time a public neighbor.
Rawlings is a statesman.
Okay. And
under the military command, the names you give are the names that are recognized when it comes to military. So
but cancel was say na madwen aba we so o si JJ Rawlings den no John no but Rawlings no dem man money now Zenato Rawlings Kimati Rawlings Amina Rawlings no mom no dem.
So at the end of the day when the error came when I did the interview or say when the error came changing it became very difficult. So then he decided to maintain the two, but for him all the family members know say
John and
this is the same. So yeah, you be a fimu. Do you understand? So it became the ceremonial name. All right, the Jerry John became the ceremonial name Rawlings. What must I say? So what I'm saying here is that when they are calling the family of the Rawlingses, Kroma Yati, say they will be president, they will be minister. They come and declare the families they have. Are you aware that there are ministers of state in this country who have children out of wedlock? They don't bring the names of the children because within the document they have side chicks children. Baby out of wedlock, they've not added them to their documents. So you see, family by view, children of Rawlings should come and view, and you are part of the queue. And within the list that we have, you are not. You are the imposter. You should be sacked. So we shouldn't make any mount and noise about she being driven away from the place. The soldiers had the right because I said there was a timetable. When they gave the time that the clergy can go and view. All right. Okay. I missed the time.
You were this, and I think the first day, which was the Monday, and the son said she was allowed to go, and then you done for Obiano.
That's all.
But the day no person family no.
She is not. She's not.
Or since the video now can say the way I wanted to honor, I don't know the okotena will be a
she's not.
So she can't sit there.
She can't sit there. And the family allows, even if by the noise, did cry a share obituary so did share obituary did share order of service more. She can just use that one as a legal document to take anything that she wants from the family.
So now she can't take anything.
She's not.
She can't.
She's not. And it's better she keeps quiet and stop the noise. Thank God she's a woman. Keep quiet and let's show her how she can go amicably to the family. Let the family accept it so that tradition will follow her. So that she can become a good person on earth. Because also be saying, wow, baby, I know one dear. Yeah, no one dear, my wine. I say, some passe, ne papa ne Rawlings. Rawlings a bush of say, Jin one dear, you say, Wawalia. And the baby, I know one dear, my wine. What must I say? Who can they say 32 years? No, who didn't say papa Rawlings. 32 to 52, 20 solid years. No, when to me and Grandin who with the family. KOFI, let's be real and be honest to ourselves. She was not supposed to be allowed anywhere. Because if you say I am your father, you cannot say this in the public space. The best place you can address this issue is the family house when I died.
Also, man, Rawlings say,
for what? As who? No, as who?
As a child.
A child of who?
Of JJ Rawlings.
Oh, are you serious? This is becoming like a mental deficiency. This is a damn. That my father dies and you appear. All my father's children, I know all of them. So if my father dies today and they come, I'll give them orders to sit.
Or send them everything.
Mediano. Me too, my pamo.
Like everything.
No, I mean it's from LUTTERODT. Vin crying.
LUTTERODT and crying.
And crying.
What you say?
Who say I say anything? Sikafu amantem. Abrafudin.
And
he is slaves. He is slaves.
So your surname is of your slave master.
Yeah, yanka. Nakamuntu ne fi kurase amban cry.
Opacha say o surname no a slave name.
Me anka sami is slave.
It reminds you that you are a slave.
Yes, yen ye baji kuru yi.
LUTTERODT.
Aha. So yen ye baji kuru no. Yamba kuru mu anka mo nya kwan fi kura amba ha say kurasefo. Enti yen de yeti kuru mu ye kuru mu ni. But dem say me KOFI, my point is say, girl demand all ye no is all ye no. I think either she's seeking for attention or she doesn't know what time is it. In a sense, say, your father is Rawlings. Your mother told you at age 32 that Kofi Adoma is your father. And for 20 years, you are not able to connect to the family. KOFI is not a fight. Oh. We need to teach people, say, Sabimiti only, Obia Oshem Sisami no battle. And men yen talk quite so. But modern any moves of Uncle Trassi. Ebusia Fwaji to more, and that's where her problem is. And I'm very happy that Nana Kunoda Rawlings and the children stood their grounds not to allow all these side children to be put in the books. And I like the way they were reading the thing. Every second, they will mention Kimati, they will mention Zenato.
Repetition means emphasis.
Emphasis. So they kept on emphasizing on the number of children that Rawlings had. Do you know what I'm talking about here? You know?
All right, let me state here. Say, when we say the link be at the comment section, your pini or Facebook. Mark sign for YouTube and so because people are watching us both on Facebook and YouTube. Let me see if I can post password near KOFI Radio. If you have the link already, the password and then sign. The link remains the same, but the password has been changed to KOFI Radio. And into ube to me, I join it. Ube to me, I join it. Link no the password. Let me write the password. Into in capital letters, no space. KOFI Radio. Ube to me, I click and I join it. But don't forget to say you can only join with video. A video calls any effort, not audio. Until wait to me, I join here now. Yes, you are a free and command.
And Kofo ever more abrochiri. Ever Ghana how? I'm telling you. There are men in this country in high positions who have children out of Ghana. Their wives don't know. And the women recently, one girl be Sagaway, one of the girls, or your video.
Okay.
Chile so your penny be or back or ye dede.
Like penny ye dede.
There be no girl ye dede wa bridge. Say or can. I mean, who nyansa? Who can ye then? No, me no obana ye dede. What do you get from it? That's my question. What do you get? What do you get that I have a child with Councillor LUTTERODT? What do you get from it? Let the child be connected to my family. Because if a man gathers all his children in one place, you see, I love Kennedy Japan. I love him so much. People don't understand why. I love him for some specific things. Nimbani nina awan. Niyini ni nimbani nina. Edu Thanksgiving and nimbani nina be share niyini nimbani nina ba. Ye yi film. What am I saying? Minye mo na se na manye mo a enye ntokwa. But we are making too much noise about it because we are making people feel like uni obi kunu ko wo a why a boni a esun se boni nyina wo wiase wo. Says who? Where is the sin? Where is the problem? Why are we hiding you? What, Kofi, why will you have a child and hide it from your family? Are you aware as you sit, let me use myself as I sit now. If I impregnate a woman, it's a crime for me to tell my wife that I'm going to impregnate a woman.
It's a crime for for you to tell.
Anybody I impregnate, I will never tell my wife.
Because?
She's not qualified to hear this from me. You see, this is the problem. What we can tell people are childbirth and not pregnancy. So we don't announce pregnancy, we announce childbirth. And as you say, you don't have a rival until your husband marries another woman. So a side chick is not a rival. A sex mate is not a rival. A baby mama is not a rival. But the women we are married to, most of them are behaving like they have rivals because I have a child with somebody. No. I go to US. I have a child in US. Yes, I have the child there. What right does my wife has? Mommy be oni ni kru enye ntokwa ketwa ni kru nu ekwa no ko ball one shot no nyem girl bi wo Canada. No ni girl na wo mienu. E no bi be ka che na yire no. E no be ikoko pie. E na ni man e wo no they will never have anything to do with their nkwala na e wo no. Omo nim da say make us sesi ya no. Enkwala na papa no ko wo abrochire no back 21 19 18 21 no ho be fa omunnuanom de ko omba fa omunnuanom de ko na omunnuanom ko pie US no ne ba panyi na ne ko abrochire wo be fa no maame no de ko o tin ko wala me kana se be ma ne nkwala no ko wo ye no amen ne maame na no ti ha se ompene enu nti oja awade no ne ba panyin na ye be fa no ko abrochire based on ni nuanu ma file ma ne papa ne ma ne nyina ko ye no onu so a oye ex-wife no se so abrochire because of sa de enti ojawade no Kofi bema
like ojawade
yes she left the marriage
now ne mana ni nuanu be fa mo ko ye no ne ma no panyin na be fa
ma me ne ko
so a benefit of the reason why you left
now hear me obiri ne yire ko ena ne yire si onye careful na polygamy na wo mobusuamu ne de on pese ebi si wona abrabom eda ni kru be sa mistake ne nne so opo ba bia kan ho ana ko wo foforo bia fi ba bia ba no obeja awade no na beba ne bisa an say na me a ne wawade me na ye di de e wo ha no me ye the fourth wife of my father and the sixth born. Imagine my mother refused to be the fourth wife of my father. Will I be your husband? Not Jahudin. You are fighting every woman around me because Because they say I'm from polygamous home. I am the 6th child of the 4th wife of the man who today you've gotten me as a husband. What is your problem? It is what I am bayisam. You are refusing your husband's children from coming to the house. Kofi, I tell people, Unim Choco Avenue. Unim Choco Avenue.
Yeah.
I work in crime. Slum area on your floor avenue. Said Dana on your painting by a choco. Makoni Gabi or choco. Many hearing ma. Yet easily go. Ye fear no tiles were from her. Choco Avenue on a clay. If I leave that child to grow in Choco Avenue and leave these other children to grow in this Lego, there will be trouble in future. The best thing you need to do is to allow the children who are in Choco Avenue to come and join your children in East Legon. Let one woman raise them. Let them go to the same school. Let them eat the same food. Let them have the same discipline. The mistake of Abraham, which is today we are suffering as Christians, is to sack Hagar and Ishmael. Check Bible. Sarah. The troubles in the whole world is Sarah. Hagar ti baby. Said yo. Hagar onyem now. Genesis 16:3 Bible say, and Sarah took a maid servant after 10 years of marriage with no child, and married her maid servant to Abraham because she was barren. Hagar was married to Abraham. Abraham we na somebody. Ya wi Sarah sa ni semba. They want to know Hagar. Now they nibre apam again if you. The blessing of Abraham was with Ishmael, not Isaac. Don't let anyone lie to you. Once, the only time Ishmael came back to the house was when the father died and they came to bury. Don't let your wife behave like Sarah. Ukuru ko de ba me say de di kan me ti he me nyim oba bia enye me yira said yes me meka che se manyim oba bi eye ma said yes mebo me busua mane se me ni abaye be kodi mpem agro onyim enti abusua no e de nkra be ba ha ye be hwa abofra no ye nka che me yiri so benyim o amamre kwan so no ye nsi enyin. We don't announce pregnancy, we announce childbirth under the tradition. Because you say wine, and I'm kind of saying so you are exposing girl and no. Then my wife knows some according girl be. At the end of the day, a confusion ebasa. And Tamamre Kansono, or we near Kotu Din Via. Near Baba Meira Mania say, Yababa Mana or what no. Wakonyim will be a bayana with Jojo. Yakotu din. Ye frabo frano. Junior LUTTERODT. Na de enim ne se amamre kwan so no. Ye ba be man benya se ne ba no. Ene nkwala nyina benya bom. Enti abofra ni nyin no du baabi a ye bete na ba. Be kakra onu bakos. That is how the amamre is done.
Me da say sabre link no eda ho menim se omanfo adwan a Zoom conference no Mark alert me na afi yentumi emfa bi. Okay, man for adjoining. The password no, so unim link ne dada. Password ne KOFI Radio or in capitals. Enti yenu aba Abigail. E dey ba ene say stories na man no doson. We story. Enti edu baby na about for me team kakra. Abigail ne dey. We say ye tini free ne ma me nchen dey. So oye dede no. Tini free ma me nchen ma no betena adabraka. Adabraka he ya anyi ye no hu se nkura na one omote na one obi anse ne ade. Tina edu baby na ye didi na tem kra till at the age of 19 on one kasa come to self-realization. At the in 3 years. No, but
so one of the mistakes Mayan said, Mino Waba on smart crown and man was over penny, Konakojiska, Winyesa. Kofi, gas baby do come in penny for war. And then saying that I bay Tracy Boachi, Miss Bermuda, ya legend say, one papa, no wine, bunny way. No. It is not a sick. We can't hide a child. What was here? But the may say, don't name any child as a woman. No matter what the confusion is, let the child bear the right name of the family. Let the family know the child. 400 years, the child can still be added to the family. And as for wives, they will fight you forever. Me no so tiase a. Me yire nani ngi da so bi ba o. Ba me na me hwefie. Me na me hwefie. Me ne eja no. Mako wo ba. Me na me maska me 100 Ghana cedis nkola 4. Na me the fight be kan ho a. Me sese ska no. So what is your problem? What is our fight? Why are we making people feel like immediately you have a child out of wedlock as a man, you become useless to society? God is no more happy with you. Who born dog? What God is what? Nyakupon pewa sembio. Na wote ho, bema kenti ka wo sika, wa umienu, wo yiri so wubio, na nkwala na kala kawayase. Na bi sika ne hwe janka.
All right, me hu Emmanuel say wa join me hu no ntima obetimi a o mute ho na wa hyase me hu eze Ajay Mavis Alex Amwa Awua Berima Kofi Asare Cheiba for Bosheba Clara Dakon Coach Long Story Kobe David David Efa Kudom Efa Tete Francisca Mom Galaxy S8 Plus. Yeah, trading for the show. Gideon D. Gabriel Graham Dompre Ene Isaac Kumi JD Kwajo Yankee Kofi Mabel Pearl Magdalene Akomensa Nana Ama Nana Ansa Nana Boachi GH Nana Yao Oba Kone Oheneba Pa Kwesi Richmond me book me to modern na enwie ma me hwase emfam free Emmanuel ko na say wa join it. Let me see Emmanuel ko unfortunately ebo imedin wie ya na Ima call yeah. So let me pick another Mavis is it Ajay Mavis more activate the microphone no. Ajay, unfortunately, okay, what's our video? No, fine, that's good. And on mute, or mic and so, on mute. Oh, or mic and I are unmuted now. And maybe Yamakawa. Maybe what you can Wakaba. May video no echo. Mamma has a mefa is it Clara Dako. Clara Ava Dako. Okay, maybe it's a video and I think it's a now, but my guest signal me the what me activity ne the rightly now. Yemfa no a door so okay, Clara Dako. Clara Makaba.
Yeah, good evening.
Clara Makaba. Audio na studio na yentumi ante Clara enka na share DNA ekoso say dem kan no this Thursday special programming is being sponsored by Tap Send who Europe na person send this sika ebafia the best way say we use Tap US for enche na model no enso are ready na mo so matumi use be Clara, what do you think?
Clara, good evening.
My name is Clara, sound no studio hani yentia. Okay, Clara yentia.
Clara. Good evening.
Good evening. We didn't hear Carla.
Good evening. Carla.
Oh,
Carla.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, everything in Africa, I yentia.
UK, London.
Oh, okay, yentia.
Because I found it very sensitive.
Very.
Now, listening to the counselor, he is making a bit of a lot of sense in what he explained. Because as you may say, Abigail, your man, quite said, all a whole lot of embarrassment to the family. And as he said, in the tribute way, except Nana Kunoda my Rawlings Mema. It is without their names being mentioned in that tribute, it could cause a whole lot of embarrassment. And as he said, well, a military man, whatever that was put in that, tribute book, should be followed. And that was what I think they followed to prevent all this kind of embarrassment from happening. Okay, I think I actually in the same field with counselor, but you know the truth is hard to believe. But so I'm not looking so
Yo, Carla, that's it. London for you. I'm here. Oba Kone, Yemfa, Oba Kone, and Traswana say. David could have watched the movie video, and I don't think so. The video cry I can't home, and then okay.
Hello.
Yo, Oba, Yamakwabo.
Good evening, KOFI. Good evening. To say.
Nyame adome ye ho ye pa. Country ben so na akasa free na fe yentio. Uwi a za be na na san so ye ready.
Yes, from me come for the sea, blam, akasa free UK now thinking.
Okay, yentio e.
Yes, sister, no, Abigail dear no. It could be I no pressure papa ne but ne mama ni a mistake. So nene enyi say one ma wo bia na say sa nim say esuno eti na ma na mo abusiafo amane like oba obi amane a ka obenya adan die bi di aba ho pa ho so papa ewu na went to me I will can't goodbye crying no it's sad but as I say man e dey tell you when you obenya man no matter what, as I said, what can actually be done on any mono. Nothing so much a bushia so a way said the BBC and for your safety. And to me, 2 man and what Ghana of a Ghana from or bad dear said, when you will be your man. And money panel first Canada of same meeting. Bonnie Dean, a baby stay between your two.
Yo.
Na kakra mpesa mekano
yo ya da sipi eja KOFI wo shekiki ba wo se we hear bad shower
Kofi ma asam gese be besi okromu a hwe unu mmemme won kwala wo abrochi enkaka UK
asam kese ba besi
Ghana won kwala wo UK a mo yiri ni mo nim the wives are not aware and I'm telling them that don't mind your wife but let the family know let the family know.
Is it?
The problem is that the family should know. The family should know.
On mute to KOFI and I say.
Let the family know. That's the most important thing.
Let's pick some of the callers and all.
The family is the most important thing. Let the family know that George Unitos has a child with me.
Okay, KOFI.
No amount of money can change that.
KOFI, okay, KOFI and
every day sin, bonny, and a bonny, and I know be kuna call when a bonny. That is not the issue here.
All right.
Bonny, if you ho, and you nipa.
Was say the baby mamas are taking note pa way free, mame ya osua.
Better.
Was it the men that share bills with their wives can't have children outside?
I agree because they are not responsible. But some of them, even the money they use to share the bills are coming from the other women. I know men who have bought houses in this country, and the houses they bought are rather, the money is coming from the children they have with another woman out of the country.
And you will fellow.
Oh, Masa.
Mammy, I dropped in a 6 year cake. Should not try us. Okay, I've been asked to our papa. Was why all the callers, almost to recruit them to say KOFI them.
You know, there's an issue like that to be a call where say Bushani say the child doesn't belong to them because in Kolani in so many niku.
Almost a them.
This child doesn't belong to them. Now, as you're gonna hold and Kola 4 and on me, son in your great DNA. Are you aware that out of the 4 children, only 1 the Nigerian then is still Ghana and their Panama? How? KOFI Kromuha asa na menka chiro.
We say why? Okay, call us now. Hello. Caller, what's on your friend saying? Hello. What's it do? Forget that time is.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Pato Adaro, my first and Kofini.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm one kind of first saying. Coach. Hello, coach.
Don't hide any child. Yeah, we can hear
coach,
you.
we can hear you. Pacho Kasawa, who free in Africa, Kasa. Mark, unmute you. A lot of them. I mean, whoever we can pick, then we are able to pick. My home Patrick Atta, I mean, who Gideon D. Just unmute, and then Raymond Opon, Alex Ewua, Kelvin Bismarck. Names I'm able now. You can unmute any of them. Unmute at least 3 at a time. Now, we are now at first, so we don't have to unmute single. Jemima. Yes, sir. What are my first saying?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Your first saying.
Hello.
Madam, hold on. Now, Beman any kind of saying.
Hello. Blackwood.
Yes, sir. Your first saying.
Yeah. Blackwood and one count. Good evening.
Good evening. What do you mean, can?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Sorry. Your first saying.
Good evening. Where your coach? Long story.
Okay, Coach Kasa.
Kasa Peter Kwadi.
Okay, Coach Kasa.
And honestly speaking, I'm enjoying the program. Each and there, in being Funa, years to do another year over the year, and we should be very careful on Anamambia youth to be and Councillor mentioned the pray definitely at the same time too. I'm learning from the ladies that are moving from them. I'm moving with them because with this issue, the best thing is normal. Yen shaggy on this side because ni mamino is sure that ni mamino to see a girl land there. Mama on them ready for now. So that girl answer really alright I say there. No, I have to do something. And moreover, my minister is on task, and you know, according to one KOFI, what's my minister is on task, and I'm a
yeah.
So in this case, woman, young there, on ye gonna get on the bar for a Japanese no. My woman there, they also need to be recognized as a father or a father. Maybe I need to know my father. So here is the case that if the DNA is allowed to be done, I think it will be much better than say oh I'm not me I don't support that one.
All right, yeah, that's it, Coach. Coach,
a lot of people could see more big issue.
Okay.
Our own voice out. They can't find their way forward. Say, I want to look for my mother or I want to look for my daddy. A whole lot of I know some. I know. Up to now,
okay.
So it's something that is going on. So
may I say, Coach? May I say, P? May I say? All right. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, go ahead,
KOFI, me Mami Fante on Facebook, me kasa to UK.
Yeah,
to be very honest with you, this is the first time I can say that I support Councillor LUTTERODT for the first time. For the first time, this is what I would say. I really support this man, what he's saying, because KOFI, if really or if possibly or if through the the best way to declare it. Is it the best way for you to declare it? There are so many ways you could have done it. There are so many ways. You are not going to wait for the funeral day. We are paying our last respect. The whole world is paying their last respect for you to come and put that drama there.
What they didn't attend to you. Wait after the funeral. You will do better. So your purpose, even if it's your father, the man is dead. What will Rawlings do? What will Nanakune do? The okay, what will she do? She won't do anything. So why do you have to come and create all this drama? It will end up that he's got a mental health illness. To be very honest, as I said, this is the first time I'm
okay.
I think that Mami Fante, Mr. Was already discussed 9 years discuss. I think there with something like this, we were there on year before Kwando. But Mami Nagason, when you one guiding, that is what I see. So when you're more guiding, I don't think that this will happen. I think so.
That's what I said. This is there are so many ways she could have done it. So many ways. Look at the funeral ground, so, where the whole world is watching.
Councillor, so member medical councillor, Sanu Suma. What they say, ma?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Chopa.
So, can you allow me in? So, soon they say, what to a Panama with the Madi one. Nako not pen a day. And because the woman is health for you. Bro. The good condition.
Coach Adase. Nana
Hello.
Nana Yakasa.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. That would be. Yes. Ordinary. Because no matter who they are, they are like us. Now, I'm working in of Nemo all country will be because or can I manage here and papa. And I'm sorry to say, we're down for no. Yes, no. I'll say only do the oil. No, again, country will be until
Yes, the we my dance here, yeah, dear, in the court. That would be Twame Blade. Okay, Mammy, what the Mikasa pre Ukraine.
Nanaya Casa.
Nanaya to what Mammy mediated. Mikasa pre Ukraine. Mama program night today. Mama program night to say, you know, Mama, you know, be a young cannibal.
Mama and I are Ukraine and Casa.
Actually, what they know, they want
people, they are mute people, because they are mute people, that's all.
I'm ready to Parliament House.
Nanaya Casa for Ukraine, Nanaya Casa.
Mama Ukraine, Ukraine,
the Parliament House.
I was a funny paper more than necessary. So when you have a casa at a time, Nanaya Casa.
Ukraine, baby, the councillor ever program this one. Mr. Pan another panelist, then a diverse opinion. Because sometimes, you know, I will agree, Mr. Sanakan, or no for the first time, and I all agree with counselor, which means that
Gideon.
most of the things are counselor can.
Cosmos, me, I want to Gideon Kasa, Gideon Kasa.
Mami, if you send me your counselor, and yet in summer, which have been tried and tested over the years, go through empirical analysis. If we are saying for you now, we are the Yuma.
Kamal Mohammed, oh, they are now as I want activity audio no. Me who say Kamal Mohammed on mute you one half a
Kofi. Mute to Ebano. The lessons we are learning is that we can't stand here and say
Bibisa password near Kofi radio, ni na capital letters uppercase.
Yen to me can say but wrong is wrong, even if everybody is doing it. Right is right if nobody is doing it. You under no circumstance should you go and misbehave because the man who is lying down is your father. Don't you belong to a family? Girl in your ear no enye ni ngwase ma Rawlings o eye ni ngwase ma ebusuan ni maame dom ebusuan na girl ni maame dom no. You claim I am your father. The woman I impregnated, who is your mother, who told you I am your father at age 32. Age 32. You are 52. 20 years down the line. None of your mother's family members are so sane to assist you to go to my family so they get redress. My wife is not a problem.
Who say Dominic Lewis? What's your comment? We say you're getting in touch for more filler on the Abigail story. Sadly, okay. I just say, "Ote girl now 7 are hopa."
Are one in the day.
Dominic Lewis, Mark, one chatting privately now. One ye the number near say you bet me.
Are one in the way.
Dominic Lewis, wait me send a number in. I bet me no Edding Como. Mama has you bet me have great.
We don't no crack. Are holding the way.
Mark on mute nipa 3 at a go, mammy, na mem foul more one after the other. 3 they make me a control. Oh, mute your money na the bayasem. It's just on mute 3 at a go. Oh, mute nipa 3. Graham, okay, I'll mute Graham. I'll mute another person in addition, then the other person. To where we are now, we are bonny, the country or Casa Fris non so twasso in that order. Graham, you are Graham, what you can wakaba? Graham. Graham until you can unmute another person.
So Kofi, it's a privilege to have a child with somebody like Rawlings. It's a privilege. So why the disgrace? Why? Why? For a man to have sexual intercourse with you behind the wife is a privilege. It's an honor.
My answer, Aminu Mensa. Aminu,
yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. The person can say.
Oh, what country?
Sunderland, UK.
All right. Position camera ni yesa be ya be tumi hu animu ye why na fe. Kasa.
Okay. Pacha
Aye, kasa.
Okay. Me imagine can say mama Abigail. Say no owo assembly aka na ye abra papa J ti ase na so ne ka. Enye abra papa ne. E na oba why na bi mu so kasa mo say ye man ne die. Papa na o ti ase na wo say o papa no. On the so sanction say ampa me ba no maami bi maybe say na me no e wo ho. Me bi ni nya count enter. I can't say some AEB, no, be tum, me person me say ampa. Some papa newa, and yes, a busiana and mano, and I say, quiet harden, or more to shame you. When I was a papa into papa Tiasia, and a papa Tiasia, mamma, away the end stampa. The person who say I'm pat me panoa and I am a man. And to papa who ever works in the won't mean by papa. Why the air time shape? What was you any better can't want any be a dance as I woke up? I am pan, I say, Yampa. It's my drink.
All right, yeah, that's it. I mean, no, Kwaku Mensa.
It makes sense.
Mark, just on my home, Emilia Darko. Emilia, I think you've been unmuted. Kasayenti, Emilia. Emilia Darko, Kasayenti, Emilia. Dankwa, sorry, is it Dankwa and not Emilia? I'll tell you, Kasa.
So these are lessons to wives.
Kuku has also been unmuted. Kuku, Emmanuel, any of you, what you can obey to me, Akasa. I say, is it very KOFI Asariche Bafo? Also, you are on mute too. Any of you are Emmanuel. Emmanuel Kasa.
Yeah, Emmanuel, we can see UK. Asem no Nina na councillor Lutterodt Akano. Mammy, yeah, I can't say papa any no. Now, mammy, me share the review Facebook or say, Apostle and plain be present, before papa yeah, but our apostle so many times, Cholet near the opposition against us by a manufacturer. Then better me chance papa any no, or so about the officers are part of the body or assume to ya. Own to me and to continue, own to me put the yama. And you know, Papa Nitia said I want to be Ninan to Mr. Nipa and Pinama now and may the man on your more. It's my minister or to be counting him out. Now, 52, they said that's not counted which they can 52 are worried. While worried, see, why no gin, the wine or cooked Nayana, no what I mean, or gin, the Madina. And process not to be formed, no to be payable. Not and yet. Rawlings oil man penny, who to me empty baby ourselves get in touch. It was all started from you see, from Rawlings the wish from the background. Said the baby with you have probably do Rawlings. I'm not saying you open up a car. Your phone now open it to Rawlings or 50. Between us, as I say, by Abha said, the yes. Now, you have a public. Abba, if you are seeing them, we say. Now, Rawlings, I had to go for my case. And yet, we have one another. Good one was I am good gun of mine. You see, a dear year, but a check me, the never fun pump. That's not the time now. I think for yeah, that's it.
All right, Emmanuel, Kuku to Asoma, Kuku, so much. Okay, very much of your sorry. Good evening. Kuku me na feba. Ejoso.
Yes, Councillor Menelen Nabu. Normally, no, I also agree very well with Nyaya Councillor Tata, but I'm not agreeing on 100% with him just because Nipepia has that sense of belonging. Or what that kind of attachment of person fans carry over home. Now, this woman only said, "Oni papano," she was fine. But the moment say ya really actually so papa as a human, no, that sense of belonging is activated, and you want to have that connection with that parent. Even if the parent has neglected you or rejected you for so long, once you know, you want to get close to have answers, even for yourself. Now I can say, I am past my men one pack my pastor because or say what tries to get close to the family. But family no almost say a china and and this moment no who said ne papa no person get close no or call forever. This is her last chance. And this kind of missed opportunities, no, it creates desperation. At this point, she's desperate, yes. It's not making sense for a lot of us, yes. But Ninani Free said she has not had that chance to create that kind of connection with the father. And now the father is laying down there. He's going to be buried. She will not see him anymore. She'll never have the chance to chat or ask him any questions. And she's been denied to get a bit closer. Me, I feel saying, of course, if Penny be crown person in no modern farm, no chain crampona, and Kabema Yamaba from Kakrapa, ignoring her totally and putting her aside. No, she's human, only baby or free. Name Amia catching any papani. Say, for the same Ukraine, say, who say, and shed any papa. Fine, it's a loss. But what if the opposite? What if Nyokan in Ansuyampa? She has missed the chance to have that last connection with the dad. And the whole part, no, they should have done more about it for her.
We are related to Charlotte, and a man for children, Charlotte. I think say space nation on internet.
No, but she has missed what opportunity? Opportunity for what?
All right.
The family is there. Go to the family.
Very much of your sorry, Cheba for.
Why do you want Rawlings?
Twasomai.
She is the family.
Over coffee, make sure when they were here for you now.
Yeah, Joseph.
Assembler at the honor. Young free babies.
Okay.
After you been on TRCB, the kind of a person they can't want assembly say. If Pebia say, who drew stage B, na a year will say, the Biayra a free bremois. Yane Hajuni Kakra. And Sana, Yabesha said, dear Mammy, Abigail, or ye, a yana engine. Yen free or no as a person. So, say a no crash say, you Roger John Rawlings, a bannonoa. You beside what would she have gone through all these years? Think of the trauma of a Komu not knowing who her real father is. Make a couple of her interviews, okay? She moved the whole discussion to the spiritual angle, say, or Dakra, after you know, so that say, Uhu Papano. You may say, who say, no cry. What has she gone through over the years? The second aspect I will have to look to this end. Obika say, what now for 20 years? Why am I Now let's look at the weight of the man, J. John Rawlings. We are talking about a colossus surrounded by serious protocol. Nasebi, akwankwa bia, wankosuku enredi mu, uniano, uniani munyam bia ya de konkrofu bini bebi aote. Mami, how would she just get up and come out to say, me papa neo intijeme? The other thing they say, I think here another interview or say, or call BT say anti-Grace or Maboho, and anti-Grace catcher and they say, Sadia we would the Quabontia Yibiku. How do I understand this? Jerry John Rawlings is a politician. What matters to a politician most in life is his reputation, nothing else. Politicians guard their reputation with their own blood. This how move. Who yes sure say? Sabata way koye nanu one, the image of the man will be affected. How? It may even affect the political fortunes of the man.
How?
Who yes sure say? Say seven man maybe can ye no crea. Oh,
how?
Now, an interview now. Say at a point, she felt threatened. No saying can you be per se so moko yine free host the same or relocate.
Not threatened because she's a daughter of the man. Threatened because what she's doing is defaming. Let's look at you see.
Exactly what we.
Yeah.
It is a wushese. In the pay, near kind of one step here, Jerry John Rawlings. On your me, Ufiasari Amity. On your Councillor LUTTERODT. We are talking about Jerry John Rawlings. We are talking about a man who was able to mute Ghana for 20 years. We are not talking about an ordinary Papafi Akwebi. From the angle of the woman, Masemo Ame can say, and I'm saying minimum of creno, now crowns to winning. I want to be measured in how I am assessing the whole set. And from the side, a lot would have prevented her from coming out. A lot. And what we say, and no maybe or yeah, but a lot would have prevented her.
No.
All right.
And see, at this stage of the woman's life, this is the question she's asking herself. What do I have to lose?
Okay, so that is why at this time she will come out.
Now, when anybody comes to that stage, of their life, that I have nothing else to lose, they can do anything. On this angle, no, but she can be pardoned. Young father said, the claims may no correct. So, now, after the person they can't wash him, you share. And member point in it. Professor Badua Kusa Papa, or Enquala 150. We young son, I 60 of them. 60. And member point in it.
Sadia boy.
Yeah, not and comfort the normal big agro.
I do much.
They will be the main family in every year. No back of your put 2 million pay. The kind. In the number multi me up. One time of one boarding kakra. Na BBC now can say accidental in through manukrebi daddy. If I would be fear that's in same way it in the back out. Yet it has this year, same you look and you almost say, Omo Papa ni Jerry. Yen chain fear bed numeti, one shall leave you my bed yasa. Minimum. Sir. Bemma would to me frema. To me frema. It's me the normal people. Maybe so the only to me crown. Now who of that, the young be any be at sportsmanship crowns to me frema. I say we need a Jerry up in the school. That time now we brought for us a woman about. That Jerry go to me come brought for you. In the school days, I allow for Africa and what you have by you education for the catcher and say, Mimi about her. I say, Minko can't yeah. So, why is her cry, Mammy on Tiakin was beginning one? If you are not Jerry, this is a kind for Tata. Minimum you are chasing kind for a bar one.
But I say, yeah, but I say, call us net Dawson. Intimate Princess, Princess, what you can
zipper. Zipper.
Okay.
That means trouble. Right.
Princess, what you can Twasso?
Hello?
Princess Twasso.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Right. Brako, if you share with your phone now. Maybe a cacra, I can say. And say, your friend is a woman, come on, you Nebano, only knows or Yakola. In the Akoladi was ready. And you are warrior and a crown, would be who said with your phone crown and some to Cromustro. And don't you know what you may say? A colado no would come before for said you'll be a word to crying. Or nonsense or fair the baby fire or cotton baby, And you will need now or see, said Papa, or try it and or channel. And then yes, any mamma and so no. A dear or better or better, Papa no, almost knows through. Because who would see back, Papa could be now, Wabana or not so candy say. I don't know your penny no cry. Who say, it was your phone crank of Phobia cry, or your interview, no problems through. They who say, Mammy, I could be crying no movie, and say, and call coming up a cry, Mom, and Sibia now, my concert, or today. Because who say, upon the crow with people, you know, Bustro. And a woman, and so no. One far or who you know, try a say, or move forward, did not want to share Papa no. And I may assure send up Papa to sue in. But if you have some situation being denied or had a DVD crack. Oh, probably make us and get to a show because me at the visa out of a pain. Oh, I'm a mini of you or Ghana. But if I have no on person, maybe needing. But me, my yes, I'm needing. No, yet more forestry department before no. But in Adam would be true. Who owns a penny food or why? Almost yes, all connected and Colano normally will be visa and just only one time. And then happen. It has to be bony dino or see a collabo. And the little share baby cry, I mean, me cry because I don't have to go close. Oh, then say, or seeing Opia, Misia, or not Sophia, not I him. So, so many complicated and simple to see. And your friend is saying, me yes sure sen kola ni bi nso so wo baby omo so munya ya nkom pe papa ni penny na omo ntimi sorry prokope enko just like that but bi ankofo bi wo ho no e be tumi aba se papa ne kura no odi mo ho hwe but wonya ya na nko hu nkola no but ankofo bi omo wo ho no e dey ntimi man nkola ne kwan mo omo nko you forward enko kan bibi sa entre papa ni and number 2 no so na cancel e kan bibi say say wo say wo be man sell name no e call you oba ni die say de me fa ni say brako fi all can say wo de na sell name che mimi papa say o di o say ibuku but mimi din ya mimi e wo so no me last name ni your say ibuku o say your friend Princess Vivian bring this o say wusu on ni o say wusu ni simpimpi and na o wusu no ye de me to no and to me switch it no na me nya say wusu o say that it doesn't make sense. I thought she you know. And there's no would be a DNA factor money for it.
They men feel it right. Will be answer the DNA.
I don't to me did I correct. If I say Brako Pisa who Iceland has say na wa oba no your best friend or sister Woody Kofi Adomano. Oba ni sell name no your best friend or sister or your bema your best friend Adome's son or your band so and your best friend Adome's daughter. Honestly, me bad girl even Linda Cow's daughter. And the daughter don't know what they twaffle. And yes, will be on in the bush. I said you or see as she says she's an Indian man of pepper. Princess, that's the woman. I mean, you need to wire wrong. Say, yeah, or try it now or baby time.
Princess, that's Moses Akroma Ebetwaso. Said your kind Icelandiano Osama bin Laden, and so Osama, son of Laden. Obi ani the way I Moses Yamakwa. Moses Kasayentio, Moses Akroma. Akroma Fako. Moses. Beautiful friend, now me fan Moses there no.
We are talking about somebody who is 52 years on earth. 52 years on earth. A human being is made by two sets of people, a woman's side and a man's side. So in all this, for what was their role? What was their role? Looking for Rawlings and going to Rawlings' house doesn't mean anything.
Is it Dennis answer? Dennis, Yamakwa. Aye, Kasa. Aye, Kasa. Dennis Kasa, oyetio. Dennis Kasa, sorry, Dennis Kasa.
Oh, me.
Aye, Dennis answer Kasa.
Oh, okay. I think let me call out Tarantino. I said Rawlings at the same. I don't want to say Rawlings, but and one year come with him. Yes. Okay, maybe an infant made close to and say I think that I remember we brave mistakes. No, remember we brave me free or more than what you for and man. I say even if I don't marry from me, Kokofa. Baby, not I think that my man was the affair of the year, and I say, man, on so long. The bad mistake this bar or set Bano price, me control Bano. Now, or yeah, where and you be what they put out to send about what they say, no prayer, if possible, send nipping in nipa. Be a mistake in Timon Penny, so no bit me. Hello?
Yeah, it's your bar.
And my penny so bit me a mistake. And in the media, the person account one said, Ababa one onya butre. And that means so no man penny bushing a phone so almost Bibi a pattern also on your fabutre. Now, Nipa de Yantunfini, I think that Bible dress Joseph Niniam did say, now on count almost 20 years. And yet, in the young one, it's me, yes, Papa been to me, yes, and a mammy been to me, yes, sir. Trainer,
Joseph Beye in Chirama, Nebusiapo, and Ababa no enya botre. The soldier for no so nyomoye and Mijis or Moya right because we dear Mampania na ye to be our right at the same or more right also more protected security, Right. And ain't mean blame Ababa one but on Pablo trainer the court and also the economy every more or more him. It is a nipa nim dear and count to the baby and Yabu say to say ban.
I don't say that. I don't yeah, I don't know.
Bravo P.
Nana watch it and I say President Nana watch it, but I'll buy it. Call us. Nana watch it. Nana watch it.
Black of you. Nana, I some come a canyon say, I 7 no. I put to my Ghana for men now. I'm on the moon in your banner. A black of you.
Yeah.
Mammy or walk and bury at me. Like one fana and call upon war and fana playing himself. I know mammy or the new or old ban of my ministry. Only I wrote them back. And I feel some civil abuse. Okay, mammy now. As an insect like problem at that in Nipedia. Ghana wants them to for radio station for Comunano. We mean like we need 80% to a Ghana a year, 100%, 80%, and then no economy more my Ghana. Because who is the national war can put it to cover the baby to be a new fino. And the rest of the talk from team will be able to an interview. Will be able to tell and I feel so Papa J. You know, I had a year. Papa J pass the name of Craig Fair and Koya Babu in Tia and Ma. And Papa J is more than Papa. It's more than Papa said, no Craig Fair and Koya and Madi. And I feel so black with my husband coming to one day. Papa J. Papa J, woman of course, so called West Yan. And Wunya,
Nana was your answer
because Papa
Nana was your answer, President. All right. President, yeah. I was maybe to know, but say on me to nipa for where we are now. We are to us, now we are to us, now we are to us, and no better. Say ekwaye bebre sanwa we have no option say ye be on YouTube ya but ka na very short na yetumi afa President Abonso President Mwakwaba President Timenka because mom YouTube me nso aka ho nti President Timenka nti mom YouTube me na President Mwakwaba yentiwe
Bravo be Michael Bia.
Yeah, Joseph.
Councillor Luttrod at some and I'm basically with that question.
Yes.
You say you know what would try. You say me you very Priscilla. No Canada ha Kaku. Maybe I'm never maybe Michael Bia Hanam now. There man bush of 4, minimum Bia. If you are them bush of 4 Opia. Bibi San Eskia, a quan ben at the paso, who beman in chi editing and a command, and no year number 1. Number 2, my mini dear now over out to share Rawlings a yen bano. So they cancel can't first on any yard. The Aquana mammy and the name Papa in the way. That's why is the fact. Mammy dear kind of pressure. When the man knife and a dryer, you know exactly Bema cry. Would he can and a dry uni? It's a corner mammy chat here. No, I
can't say Bema, when I can't say Bema, the cannon and die and your it could be any of them, sir. The bones are there. Oh, yeah, Chiboma. It's very difficult to tell. As I want Chibom, no. Chibom, you can't tell which one.
Immediately you're ovulating, the first spermatozoa that enters closes the chamber. It's one.
Yeah, the white years or no. No. White years on the first one. The second one
is one.
I know I'm not right now. It's a DNA.
the real offense or Messi bema nyimwa unim de onyimo esusu unim de onyimo
ejebusa for no mo grand lady no mo go DNA DNA no prove say Rawlings banana omo luso she ko dwajima enye de be luso she se ukunu bania enye she enye crap Kennedy Japan to any my 60 something. What you have to? What you want now? If you think around the bush of almost over just the chair out of winning now.
Yeah, that's it. Also.
Do a brochure na Ghana ni nyemwa. Uni mebusio domuntini famidi eto abo flano so.
Na me fa friends. Friends nete. Friends ya mwa kwa ba.
Oshano wan shano famidi nto so.
Friends kasa.
That's our problem.
Kofi.
Yeah.
Lady no, nothing no cano. Ama like yeah, it's no. Some of us we have gotten it wrong. Which interview now lady ni make here from the onset? What is the papa for 20-something years? She has taken her step. So very share and from the interview me at the FMC. According to her, she moved to the family house. Went to see the uncles. The aunties, am I even competition according to you? A creative division, that will be sending. So the sense that and make grandma that we a grandpa, up a panic village order. She made the effort to go be share of family. But on the other side, she was close to the kitchen, and then why she felt that she has to go back first. No bit me share of family the car, on this on that car, but what by enough panic call. From then, she made the effort so the cook feel. But things were very well for her. I'm even club Pupanum a man's got 5,000. Some for funny and he told me, finding him send a bar. A woman has money from Panya Juma. And you're wrong. She has made a whole lot of effort. Then the graphic will come up before I do Papan to do a come up for interviews. To the extent of my medical campo, I catch and say, because. Oh yeah, we
Prince. The opening I info I name. Yeah, that's it. Say watch what game. My memfa callers no ebi enka ho. Why na mo mute no? Just let me know. Nafi yemfa no and
Kofi, if the family knows her, she doesn't have the right to come and make the noise at the place. The family will add there to the obituary because the dead belongs to the family, not the state.
Until obituary, no family benefit. Oh, yes,
yes, no. Now, funeral 2 days near to you. It's the family was organized. The funeral was organized by the family.
Come on, Kasa.
Aha, asama mo kana we ya o ma we no for no de eno enye new mai ni news mai na be ma bia sim say ye be ma bia nim say ontimi mfa ba ko me ma yinim ye mu say we be ma 100 we be ma 100 to ha masa 3 pen na bia o bit ma tana ba ko ye nim ye hu e mo ma enka no
ye ngi for ni ba
ade tya ontimi hu ga ko ontimi njai say o se ku me no sa na be ma nyame boye
eno kwa
because the nim china se wo oba na ozo ya fa se be wo na wo be wo papa wo nim wo se na wo be wo pa wo si be wu na wo hwe na ye wo se wo se ono wo ye manpanyin wo bia na opese o de no ho ba abusu no ba be si no ho kwa because omo protect the legacy of the president. Now, obi a onye president, obi a onye bibia onye hwe no. Then obey jombe abusan agin oh ye nipa kra hia ayi samanfo kra hia do. Enye nipa ayi. Wo nti ya e wo no no fa. Obi tumi wo ta 50 60 70. Wo ba bia wo ba abusan ni jom. Nti oba de o ka no ewu mbema de be ti e be kopia ye pan ye be ko ma enka no kre.
Yeah, that's it.
Nti no oba no de o ka ne de no kre wu se no ka o se no o se abusan no omunje dom. Yes, mo ya tara na mu president no kra ni ma ate.
Wana kasara. President kasara.
Yeah, revival. Weje mapa wate. Yeah, mo ma yanya nto ba tewo maame Abigail no. Sabio oyakwala ma jeje nini na busia no kresa oyakwala for 52 years oyakwala onim ni oka ana efe ya ife ni kapa na oka no nkwa demo oye body examination who say asem na baywa ne kana enye die obi aka ba bi no afra ne se me keka fa me ko ya ko tite na me ndi ntum se ye yore nta nemo eya dia eye no kure uche ni body language before so be verbal language na o kana ana ye bi hu so se dana ha no no abribia obi be ko bia so ye eja anafe na sensem wo na tia no ebusiani ni ma eyi na si ene yeku sensem ni bekede anafe bra ye buka no no na yeku sensem ni bekede ide enya ade wonwa say it that name the personality involved which is DJ Rawlings no uje ni figure na ono epema o man no anything ama bebre e omo yata no name the man DJ no the personality bra o school no o te say o ye imado do na boyfriend bra o free school no o ko so ya no not the thing or ye man do na boyfriend bro or wali not the thing or ye man do na boyfriend bro be your boyfriend not the thing or ye man do na boyfriend who get DJ nakatana bro or ye university or my lecture be university na abranche bi be for Mike mu free oba ni nsem no asem na jeje kan
what's managing feelings
kakra me chiri o dey to me nsem na it the body language of jeje bro here ni aggressiveness ni smartness na ho fe the personality you say oni obi obeka say aje with your own thing here aje with your own thing here obetini aye bring na anga effort ni difu mind you say you want you for be prayer o ma be tra akonya so ana so ma be bibia o mo yire no mienu mienfa e bo e fe so bo yire no ma ba ka no ma nko fu ni no ye jomwesi ye de so be mu kra ma ye enu wo enu ti say bibia e wo be ba ma akonya no hu fi ana se be gu na ni ma so be dem no improve the brain in ewo essential fit no ye ka se Intesa mutisa in common affairs.
All right, Prince. That's it. Prince, that's it.
Certify the as a daughter of the president.
When I got some
hello.
Yes, hello. You're frozen. Maybe it's because I ain't you. Mavis. Ajayi Mavis. Hey. Mavis has said Johnny. What's sending message? Sir, please pick me. Yeah, pick you. Where Johnny? I raise my hand, sir. Elizabeth Hammond. So we're raising in Sasa. Okay. Equator today. Say Equator Casada Dana.
I'm a Casada.
Equator Casada.
But the thing that when you are ovulating and the first man that sleeps with you is the father, no, I don't buy that one.
Yeah, no, man, LUTTERODT can say the first one.
And I won't buy it. Who ovulated at the end of the year, when the Bema to die, bet me about.
It's not true.
It's not the first one.
It's not true.
No,
unless you're sleeping with a man who is sterile.
Okay. Well, KOFI, long time fan, first time caller. I'm calling from the US.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity. I don't understand why we are making a big deal out of this. Michia, a white woman, some time ago was I was a student. And as someone catch him and say, none of Papa, I think US ambassador. No, catch him and say, hey, that Rawlings man, he was dating my older sister. It's possible. Our Ghanaian men like women.
But which men don't like women?
Allow it. He's born. It's just so sad that this is all happening after such a great man has fallen. Rawlings was a man of, he's one of those people where like half of the people like him, half of the people don't like him. You fall where you fall. The guy was great. He was great for the whole continent of Africa. His mark on this earth has been made. Let's all just leave this whole drama aside. Wow. There are so many men in Ghana with so many children. Only that they are saying after they die, we will find out all their children. Leave Rawlings and so let him rest in peace. Elizabeth,
who you find so much like I say. Okay. Meet you. Nasa tete waka sadada. Tete waka sadada. Mo before for kasa. Debi. Misra wa maybe son kasa bi nipa eguso no dos. Misra. Yemfa a different color. Misra wa colors no dos. Yakase I've been waiting, sir. We free Lydia Frimpong. You pick a why. No, say baby Crescent. Lydia, on you to Hona Kasa. Kasa into Lydia.
Hello.
Lydia Frimpong Kasa.
I want to meet you. I'm I.
Mausa, I want to pay your ticket.
Because no, Worcester, Massachusetts, to be at our hand, I will be our hand. I've been telling me straight to my back, and I'm a best program. So I think I have to say something. Me and Cassandra, me who a example. Me woman, Bappy, she's 29 right now. I have said no. Me woman, Bappy, now was Namsa. And you know, me bano papa, mammy. I catch the banner, a man and get a crown. Me name is but me tiny na me kaito best from your mobile me see a bit me almost bomber cast and I'm some pomeki. I hope I got in my thing. And see me woman banning me the key short say a crown honey papa.
Can you imagine?
Me this you hot money honey papa.
Can you imagine such a child?
At the age of 7 years, when you say a crown ni papa see. Then you know, say a man will say, yeah, name man no wo. Na say, yes, I say, I am Berman, be our know, now you slow, your ma, your percent cannibal home papa, you're wrong. And a sister Elizabeth the Kayano. It's not a big deal. Hey, you're gonna form a mope ma. Hey, no, I can't know yaga kanama bata, excuse my French. Your friend is saying, wow, it's not a big deal. And you know, me grow up to know Rawlings, you know, he was a great man. He was really, really great. Very, very disciplined. And you know, say, well, could you be on an hour? And so what? This is not the end of the world. Thought that day. And they say, on a friend, my mate decided, say, oh, my friend, and I say, the papa no, because of me deep breathing, you know, not almost bra. Hey, so be it. It's me move on. Hey, with you, wow. Say, the tweet to Ghana for every so move. And to me, master man.
You, Lydia, that's it. What I say, we're free, Nelly Calvin. I said, please call me. One was sending messages, you know. Call me for a baby. Mama, is it? Why am I funny? Me, who is it? All right. Because I look at Ebino Yagi. I wait and I can now say childish. So, all my name who I
mean, she's not regretted. She's not regretted.
Nana,
that much on you, some are planning with Papa, and what way?
What's it?
Be my regret you.
No, but are you sure? Are you sure what you are saying? After learning, you will say the same thing. That a man will impregnate you. The mother is not happy about it, but you know the man who impregnated you. What are you talking about? Why do you hide people from their fathers? No, why do you hide it? No, you should feel ashamed. No, you should feel ashamed that the child will leave for the father and come and tell you. You should feel ashamed. You should feel ashamed.
No, what should I feel ashamed? Better not go worry. On person, I'll climb a banning thing. Because they were worried. On person, I'll climb a
I say you should feel ashamed for not being the one to show the child who the father is, but the child will go and look for the father. You should feel ashamed. You should feel ashamed about it.
No, why should I be ashamed? No, I'm not. Because the father doesn't want to see her.
The father doesn't want to see her.
Because
if the sex, my young lady, did you have sex with a man because you want to be pregnant? Did you have sex you want to be pregnant? It was unwanted pregnancy. You had sex with a man not because you want to be pregnant. After your excitement, you got pregnant. So why do you keep the child away from the father? This is wickedness, and you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed.
The father didn't want to see her
because the father was not ready to impregnate you. It was an unwanted pregnancy, consensual sexual intercourse, but unwanted pregnancy. You got pregnant. So let the child know who the father is. You should feel ashamed when your child goes to see the father and come and tell you, I've seen my father. You should feel ashamed and don't be proud.
No, I wouldn't. Why? Why should I feel ashamed of myself? No, because first of all, Papa no wedding, and he did not want a
were you a wife? You were not a wife. You were a sex mate who got pregnant. So don't compare yourself to a wife. Show the child who the father is.
What did they make can say? I don't worry you.
So they make no say. O wale, who will be a wale and ko wale. O wale be fufro. Man, kola ni say,
I was like 18. I was in school.
So you see, the sex was not meant to be pregnant, but because you didn't have proper sexual education, you got pregnant. Show the child that I got pregnant with this man. This is your father. Yes. Don't let the child go and show you for the father for you. That's what I'm coming.
I didn't care, so I didn't because of the person I wanted to have the baby. That's why I gave birth to the baby.
So you see that thing? So you want to have a baby? Let the baby know this is your father.
After making me abortion, but I didn't do it.
So you chose to keep the child. Let the child know the father. Don't let the child go and look for the father. What are we talking about?
But the counselor won't get there. Papa did not want
because Papa was not ready to impregnate you.
Lady, that's it.
Woman, remember you're bad too much.
I say I'll mute you.
Yeah, bad.
Now, 80, Obi, 80, no, one did you want to hang me?
Yeah, Joso.
It's every Ukraine.
Oh, okay.
That would be just say, I was so much understand of dating, so you will be dating. You will be dating. I was so man, trouble being cat on will be dating. Now, what you are come to Nanema, Unim Mechi. Nentisha, well, whom be a moi. Then we just me banana. No. And I was so bad the answer to us, yes, Bearman the 2D, Bearman the 80. And this after so was Shano, so one Shano. I was a Bearman the G dark Ranaso. Because I mean, who be that? Papa and Sharp, I have ran one and Bearman or Bewalo man say, we hear Brana Papa because of him, Bedia, a crowd of Yaman back.
That's all.
And you could yet Brana Papa. Engineer, my best American say, a man, I so much. So only Bearman did. I was so who Bearman a chief next. In case of BB, I would be a coffee. And your Bearman, Wawali, now while you fear, now I know when your mouth can't come. And when you find, when you fear, the bush you fear, and when you're quiet, what over. And Shabby get that you're by any idea. So that one of Brian, then I was almost shimmy soon. That's because I know the cat of a panel Rawlings. I was so fun of bush you fear. Now, quiet, or we issue no one will be. And yeah, you have to. And the man of Ansham to Chapon to Nani Bemet Yawa. She shall a tip at your free. Now, one in your mouth, what would it? Made out the black of it.
That's it. When I hear, yeah, you're frozen. A friend of Quabran. A Jacobin, I can say into you.
Yeah, coffee me so media and kakra. Let's say. Sisiano.
Odi on your iPhone. Ti ama name ntimi mode no. To dey kasa.
Yeah. Yeah. Nipa ye kan asen wadi 52 years.
Yeah.
And I will say on my country and the self papa ne Rawlings no na over 30 years and 32 years.
Okay.
And nipa no otiate 20 years no went me anya hwe. Went me and work out. The way ye bia anyi. The meme point in say so called driving school. Now 20 times now failure. Failing certificate no bet me dey drive one. So when the fan driver, but we are all one that time they are program that we into what failing in advance.
But your camera position your camera ni ya say oda hwa position camera ni ye say be ya ebenya wanim ni ye.
Okay. I mean to say what why what fail what who get that certificate? What you mean you know, who fail now with the end for you man. No. But program now more year no. What do you mean sorry just like that now unko nti ma me no dia all can yes no cre but no friend ko emranko nti the mra ya dia umfa no friend ma ho.
All right,
because emra is different than no cre nti be dia omo sia no na dia ya ye program na ye nim papa no ne ma ya kwa ye be me now so wo the whole of the or no any under the dinche well the same as yet.
Okay.
Also, sorry, now about. Until so to me a home 20 years, 20 years, one day and I'll be a man.
Yeah, that's it. Raymond upon Jenna, on mutual mama, Raymond upon NFA Jenna. NFA, is it a KOFI 123 iPhone, also within on mutual any of them not memfa. Okay, Raymond upon Ray, yeah, Ray.
Me not so ate.
Kafra.
Because free Hamburg Germany.
Patentio.
Na me de kakra me kan say adinesi no any news. And say news dia. Yes no from two angles. Yes no from two angles. For me say Abigail, mami Abigail so when you see me kan say oba e man ebia oye well to do be odame Lexus bi mu ana Rolls Royce bi mu ba ya o claim send papa ne da anka in for so ni mu correct but this one say oba ya said it been said and you also yen so ni mu ye be kan anyhow obi a be kan di ope mi so no na me wo domicile 2 na edwana jubia na malai top a me tene say Rawlings oba ne girl ni ho asama na me tia no na me so but na me tia so mo kan it means you see behind every rumor there's a little bit of truth. It means personal will be on nti sabe obi anye sinsa enye shi
that's Raymond
enye shi nesi only say the Abigail no ko clean you know enye correct is also ko busi fi fanya ye braba ko ye dey kan ye no
that's Raymond upon Jenna to us mine Ray that's it Jenna maybe our friend Fina Africa science
good evening any counselor nchiamuna
ejeso
nchiam achoka kama mimi woka ewo Abigail asem no ho say Abigail kasa yimu no see odi be 32 no na mama e ma ni ho say papa e papa see na dia me ka say mimi dia maybe 32 years we dia me na papa dia ampanya si maybe 32 no ma I'm so meaning so worry and not one. But me must think because
be abana brabo my be man so ne papa na hwan because of that na we ja no near
it meditate we etching after me papa
yes
na me 50 after me baba ko papa
yes
that's intra o yamba
you need a father
okay this thing I think we creating the wanya the bibia on to no go kan won chen
and able to see a comes like no motion can I sing in a man of Kamakama. And I mean, what any mamma, now she was very young. Papa James, was also Papa J, no, with 73. Now, Madame 52. That means now. Papa J was there 21.
Yes, young boy.
Another way. Papa J no more Brantham. Or sent them back. I come to Yambu and worry. No worry. Part time so according to Abigail, no Papa J catch any mammy say or school. Nothing no school than the bush for a bayano. But the bush for would be that. But the Americans are we or bar not the Manica so. They may school. Why you was in the coast to the bush of Ubush. Into what ban wedding, how they are shown now they are. Oh, we are at Ubani Papa. Not by Monday or how worry, not near the mat at the work now for never by a breath. Into we have to test here. I was a man in I 2 years. Said there is no circumstance, another the being who was to see a fancy and Bema Benin. Ah, young be protected by man say, you know, you protected no baby. My yes, sir. No, they may be able to saw me or bar Benjamin. Now, or Barno, ever one I said, your men cast it. Perceive there be because Obi name of report Asha.
That's it. You. Okofo 1, 2, 3. Okofo to asoma.
Hello.
Yeah, Okofo kasa.
Okay, me pacho good evening.
Good evening.
Make us free Turkey.
Turkey, yes.
Make us free Turkey.
All right.
Yeah.
We are na
kakra me work kafa asem we ho ne say me hu ne say woman no or enya ade a waye boni bia because Ghana na ye live wo no we say time dia who time a we use opportunity dia obenya because woman no ye ne situation in the status I put me who say you be a very bad poor background onisika enti hiani asemo we so ne kan hiani asemo we enka wahu enti ne na me susie ne say time we na papa nwu ya Rawlings wu ya onya chance ekogina ho eye ni show me who say Ghana that is the way a bitimi aboa na ma media atimi kuranya the numunsem afa because say papa ni we no 20 years ni I think na all it say nka at least nipa bi betimi aboa no kurama letimi ne ene papa na kasa but wonya sa opportunity no by na omo na ni ye tin e wo na yi ase no say won say Ghana wa be topic e wo Ghana e boa ne man spend you say mean say kofi aduma wo yi wo pa ko fa ne na ba TV so ene na kasa amanfo be hu betie na num nsem e betimi na so kra madi pa aboa no so intimi me hu ni say the only problem is here when me for the past 20 years when me anya contact with our ex president late ne say why na oye nipa oye hiani ne hiano ena preventing from getting closer to the father. And you can consider that aspect because we always or yes, enka or moon treating it that way.
Yeah, that's it. Young father callers, Nanama Emilia, is it Emilia Dakwa? More intimate moment than a while over here, and I actually away. Nanama, yeah, on mute too, now for Casa. We are not Emilia Twasso.
Come with you.
You, Pacha Yentio. Nanama, then that's so I'm mute you. And he said, okay. Emilia Dark, the dark, we didn't hear Emilia then. Dakwa. Emilia Dakwa, Emilia, I said, until one count. Emilia or sound no
Jogovi, it tells us the failure of sex education in the part of our world where people don't know what is called safe period. They don't know what is called condom. Because at 8 in Kola, almost so, unwanted pregnancy. And when a man gives you a wanted pregnancy, he would definitely want to hide. But my question is that at 32 years, where is your mother's family? Can they connect you to the man who impregnated your mother?
Who told you that? NTO.
Onipedin.
Who told you that? Kasawai. We are Hubert K.I. my name.
Good evening, Hubert K.I.
Hello.
Good evening, Rakosi.
Good evening. Who told you that?
Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Who told you that? But I from Hannah because every Saudi Arabia.
Okay, Hannah Kasawai.
As someone that I make but if I am no caution, and then I could not dodge my worries, portrait the American pa. Now, who could ne pa and me say, my not to one as someone can no quite. If you want to some puna, I'm a who can wind down to because money day, property day, at least, and more than I do or that a woman of good yard. It is a worry to me, the can't negate dog, I'm a obvious car, so with the moment it doesn't pass. Let's almost a dinner acquisition, no one. I can remember no one. Let's the dog get to quiet the manor and your property. You saw what you say. If the matter can say, said there's a cover the woman over scan come by jail. Now the wabber be a winding and come back from another way at all. Mammy, the way I know you for or be quite about one now. Obviously, I no more I'm going to say that I didn't know what woman is the one who said, well, and I said to woman say in the bar. I didn't know what keep woman or family house. You know, sometimes Nimpo be the when she asked you, wouldn't say, and the bank, come can't talking your things our family house. Now, Conquay. They live that woman there and no work no after 50 million car. Nana, know that my words, maybe a dear Colano when she Japan, why not can get to be a young one over you? I say, the night of with him, Mawunya, if you say, bye bye.
I say, Emilia, Mamma said, I feel audio never bad. Emilia Dakwa into so Emilia audio no you mute to others maybe nafe at least on mute for at a time. Let's see whose audio is.
Hello.
Yeah, Pacho Emilia into.
Yeah, the person making say Papa phone me need to be more yes. More woman need the same thing to me, according to me, madam. Okay, so on the me who are in nothing. But they do age, you know, and on what I myself of our hand.
But is it right?
And son of me who
the child is say, oh, Papa.
That's a dog and no crown.
No,
our real no mammy phone. Hello?
Yeah, you too, Pa.
Mammy phone, I know you almost say, and money and your force but all. Yeah, Mamu sister, or money, yeah, mammy more than nay, you hobby. I didn't know my son.
Oh, my country will say, oh, my country will say, now, oh, Papa, so yes, sir.
Yeah, there no need any other one, Jibet, or who, because of baby or back for being sick.
Not true, it's not
and
true.
to money, I'm meeting a honor more. Papa Penny do, me and baby could beat me for the penny banana. And you know, young cranny, a force. Your name, money, your mammy, when I did that. A year, more than a more pen, I'm a flower. Instead of someone after the Mayan, Mamma chooses to say, yeah, one year, mammy, mono. A just a young man in any part of family. Because me, yes, and go on back, Anka, ne banner baby would be Uncle Version. I got a pig out, and I call any DNA, a financial on. But to a woman to feel that of more Marcano, in any panel woman. The wife who almost said, he answered Amma, Ebia the Adam Granny Femno, Abasa, and Tunchon and Nisha woman. No need to be a trading far at least a yes, and you can no more, but one has some cake. Because I am forced to almost so many mammy who got it at that. No more family, we have me a mess for fight. I and there was a good and get the apple a baby pat the apple squawk at night.
Emilia, different. And I say, Emilia, I'm Hubert K. Ajimai. Hubert, you're my father. Hubert Kasayeti.
Yeah. I'm so for me Kasafi Bahrain.
Okay.
I'm a Kasafi Bahrain.
Hubert
Kaka Makanasa, Mamma. I find out the buyer no abani because opportunity I know between the Yakwanya de Abano. My radio name mistake, the other Bushia for us, if you want to and Kansas. Amonje and Gamusiano, because of him, I'm in a casa and yet with them can be as in Biano or the buyer. Things are upon a choir there and I did. Now, the Fidiano and join the one part, I wish I'm calling you there. In fact, my man, and general, because this is the opportunity of betting me, Gina, watching me at the higher. Because no team, I'm an animal. But the Kako interviews will be but Uncle Siaga or church or so church letters will be seen as Uncle Siaga, but this time now, or buy and they also a beer Queen Yaman for probably a moment 1 day too. To go to Bushia Combe attended to the mammy. This is the opportunity for the lady.
All right, Hubert, yeah, CP. The far course, unfortunately, being in an American between fat 3 be area now. But can say it. But when they are not cinema, I can't say. Abra him no na papa say onye. Yes, me because Empema Brian here. Hello. Na nya for presidency. Yeah, but you from saying.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Aha.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello, Brakofi.
Okay.
Brakofi Queen Bini. O de ma make sure margin why.
Kasa yente.
Nelly, o de ma mi we mi tienti na me intro so.
Hello.
Mavis Kasa.
Good evening. Me pastor make us a free pass. Me pastor make us say, we should not argue with that. Papa no ye bema. See ye any mu bia be kanu. Bema die. Otutu de bia. No matter
that side no plan.
Yeah, otutu de bia no matter way. Ye brother ko kan no. Ye shey school time. E dey no ye.
You never
know your yeah. But person make us say, Mammy no, they still man the corner say a protocol no move you to. But because of say or your man penny you know, and now you see I back from France Hano. Not the same thing they see. You're one of your president, a friend of François Mitterrand. Now François Mitterrand who 30 years when you colony ended that. So about. But akolani and every day okosuko oseme maami aka tell me say be papa no. If papa no who ye na ye di papa no, ye ko sie papa no. Ye try say ye be papa ni DNA. Up to now, the akolano approve right say do ni papa for na be public. Be ye ni papa no. It say girl no you papa ni DNA. I remember. Ghana no so obenya lawyer. Now your system need your good and all these children that is coming out now. And on better Rawlings.
Maybe that I say
celebrating lawyer Maurice Ampau. When they so take over.
Maurice Ampau na dan kuni kune duwan. I know need a juma so you say. Na dan kuni kune duwan. Yeah. Song for them.
Nelly Kasa.
Rawlings onye.
Obeye.
Onye na dan kuni kune duwan. Ghana na ye
This is the reason why I want the men and what they will call you because the ultimate for the Biana to be Biana and you can sort it out. I didn't you have to bear
maybe say yeah.
Now your mom was thank you know what
when they made bad ones and I was starting. And what from here on premier.
They also Comfort Kasa.
Yeah, bro, Kofi. Well, for in time from G, no pick and corner and Chimicha and drink a crack.
Comfort Kasa.
I was not trying the name Yardin net say,
Right, the mother made the from the beginning. And a band any of our
and no prayer.
Me dance.
Nanyin say
I am for your nimno. I am from my Emma.
She tried her best. Now, she or that me black Emma.
St. John's.
I didn't see no big on that.
Papa did what you need. I
There were blockages now protecting
and none are able anymore to
right. Advantage of the women. Thank you. I'm saying I'm more he took advantage of the women. Thank you. Because of
Udi Bible na so udi Bible dia Yesu ya wo no Nyankopɔ hu sɛ oni papa physical nti o ma papa by force aye Joseph wa dia kidi sɛ o pese o che pese go ba some 3 interrogatories me ma Councillor LUTTERODT 3 interrogatories. Hey, sir, Councillor LUTTERODT. Right. Yes, you know, oh yeah. Now we see when you say FM, you know, man, they know here. 52 years, they know here. Yeah, no, we are president. That's all we have. You were protecting my man. Okay, you can't know if you are not going to know. Okay, yeah.
But you guys are making it so difficult and sister and marrying.
Never wrong. The daughter is never wrong.
No.
Protecting Abigail no son. Because for my and then what? Now, people say they one more protect here.
You see, they are shallow-minded.
My problem.
How old was Rawlings when he has sex for this child? Let's analyze with common sense.
Because I'm confusion responsible manner.
Coffee Radio.
Audio, no, Consolidated. So at least it gave you a fair idea.
It gave you a fair of everybody trying, but they are not analyzing correctly. In the first place, one, how old was Rawlings when this daughter's age? Trying to do analysis. 21
minus.
Yes, around 21. Yeah. So in those days, no, it was a young man. 21 years. You are going to be at Form 4. Is it secondary?
So we can say he was taking advantage of the.
How can you say Rawlings at 21 taking advantage of who? He was nobody. He was nobody. But my question is that if you are saying that say responsible, as a young girl having sexual intercourse unprotected, is it common sense? Does it make sense? That's what I'm saying, that we have failed our youth with sexual education. Do you know what is safe period? Do you know the use of condom? We are not justifying anybody's wrong, and we are not saying anybody is wrong. But at 32 years, you have been shown who your father is. What did you do for 20 years? And then you come and disgrace yourself finally at this stage. The family is there. Deal with the family. When the man died, the family sat down on several occasions. Let them know your stand clearly. Not at the funeral ceremony you come and disgrace yourself. You can't say
I think comfort. Check a list, this lady comfort. I say we get brutal. One check na mo mute no na me he say.
Munya I didn't know them for pill na me man we
okay, sir.
Why are they on pill? Why are they on pill and having sex? Because they are not ready for an unwanted pregnancy. If a man impregnates you and then obviously my mother told me that my father didn't want to collect the pregnancy. I mean, this is an insane behavior. It's not a sane behavior to tell a daughter that I didn't want to collect because at the time we were having sexual intercourse, it was not meant for pregnancy.
Okay, comfort. Me who comforts iPhone.
It was meant
for pleasure. I said the way I will full cancel it. Yentio. Oh, audio ne ma when check your home Mr.
Hello.
Yet your comfort.
Che Brakofi. Me dey cry your papa JJ ni ba dey kwa ba out na some from me. Sometimes I can salute us kasa. At least na ohu say emma so nipa. Emma wo feeling. Because sometimes oka say bia say asma o okay nyina na me say hello.
Yet you.
Hello. Asama say say o kan e na oba de ukuru koye we ya. E na oba de ukuru koye we ya. After to see omo ya turn marriage into slave. After oba de o warrior, who near no say, obeka say ya na say. Imagine say obi to say ebia unu obia wo. Nipa na ne ko agreement between two people and a yada and a aflabum. Ade na obeka try me say akla na abamu no wonje. Secondly, yeah, papa, they get me about it's alleged. We don't know how true it is. But responsible man be that time not to say no. Obi to see a proper craft, so obi soja pale, when I see a proper crowd. Now, because they be a papa, you may be a beer when Munyam so in me. Who can crab with your for crab up one? What they are saying? She said, dear mammy, I see a casa.
Comfort, where are you?
Hello.
Yeah, it's you. Comfort, Kasa.
Okay. Dear mommy, or so what prayer. Oh. Mommy, na prayer. Funny papa, Bustafoni, I didn't know. None papa, according to mommy, and trying to see no other method. Or sending my mini crack or any papa and proper when she had it is Sabi, we are responsible. Mo back was sitting more back. Obey not watching us. So on a dear beer, the beer, or for fire no one for ye, and I say beer, a nima, Mr. Abia, Mamma, what not will be into what dear beer, a cow, but I say, what Timmy said, what didn't know about him, Edai. The Bema etimino about that is in a day. Not the woman so one protection with it. Not the say or your but then you find to be funny by the catcher with it. Me know name and after me know now at least I was so geafran because when you are asking and then money being guys said there be almost obvious almost me almost started sama because they say I say oh Bema dear and a Bema dear senior you say and a Bema dear it's here for bad not money I can't know what to baby.
But comfort, Rawlings and baby, I say on your crown. We are not privy to such
according to woman, no. According to woman and drama piano. Or see papa na kata when who did that? When they
So what is the problem?
So Rawlings himself.
Only papa the crabbesia.
The family have accepted her. So what is the problem?
I want to meet my dad.
The family have accepted you. You want to meet your dad. Your dad believes that the environment is not conducive for you to meet me. But the family have accepted you. So during this funeral time, don't disrespect the family.
No, I accepted one and can you problem me?
But she says the family has accepted her. She has met with her siblings. No, she has met with her siblings. She says she knows the siblings. She has met them. When the grandmother died, she was accepted to come to the funeral. Why are we painting a different picture? So when the father died, we don't know what she's looking for. What she did there was a nuisance because the family knows you. What you did there was a nuisance.
It doesn't matter whether the family knows me or not.
Why? Who is your father? It is your family that will accept you. My dear, if I impregnate you today, my family is the one that will take care of the naming and everything. When my family knows you, you are important than when I know you. I have not denied you.
No, that is a lie.
You said they gave you money.
No,
you said they gave you money.
I will not agree with that.
Why?
No.
My family knows that I have a child with you. What is your problem?
I agree with that. I didn't see that family because they be imagine. Now me papa Me papa ni pona
who is your father? I impregnate you and my family has received the child. What is your case to come and disgrace me, your father, again in public?
This is not a disgrace. If
I've given you money before.
This is not a disgrace.
You are testifying that I gave you money. How did you get the money? That you are dirty. You are going to bath. Please, please.
You can't say 5,000 Ghana cedis. At all these years.
Are you serious? No, are you serious? No, are you serious? Madam, are you serious?
Yes.
Are you serious what you're saying? Is it a child, madam? Is it a child that must do the fight for the mother? Where is your mother? Why would you educate your young girls that if they want to have sex with men, they should protect themselves? Is pregnancy an airborne disease?
Tell the men to protect themselves.
Men were not created to protect. Women were created to guard the gate.
Bring a child to the world.
No, it is not men who bring children to the world. Listen, my dear, let's learn. God gave women the opportunity to give gateway for children. That is why you menstruate and you ovulate. Men don't ovulate. Every time I am on fire to impregnate, but you have only one day to get pregnant. Who must guard the gate? It is you.
Right.
Let's educate well and stop this ostrich behavior of blaming men. Women have only one day to get pregnant. So who can guard himself? You can guard yourself. A 21-year-old young man is having sex with you.
If you know you are not ready for a child, that you can guide yourself.
Rawlings was 21. How old was the mother? Rawlings was 21. If you decide to have a 21 years unwanted pregnancy and now you bring a child, the man has not denied the child. 32 years. Your mother now will tell you at age 32, this is your father. Why was your mother hiding you from 0 to 32?
Right. Because according to the woman, it's like we don't know the truth. But according to the woman, the
question is, why would your mother hide you from 0 to 32 years?
No. Sometimes men use their like because who should get the if that any proper not so that carry proper who cry now your mash. Not to say be a me bawa and I mean
no, you are beating madam. You are beating about the bush. No, madam, you are beating about the bush.
I'm not beating about the bush.
A 21-year-old man has had sex with an equally teenager like an 18 or something. Now you wait for 32 years before you tell the child who the father is. Why were you waiting 32 years?
Okay, fine.
Was it the only child you had?
What goes on between both of them? You need a sema.
Thank you. So stop blaming and stop saying men are like this, men are like this, men are like this. I say talk to your young girls that they should know what is safe period. Pregnancy is not an airborne disease.
No. Talk to your young men. So it's Obama Kope Bema.
Obama the pay. Obama Now solid month of your life, you are not able to introduce the pregnancy to the family of the man who impregnated you. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? That you work and everybody will impregnate you. Madam, 32 years you now know your father. 20 years you can't do anything.
No.
No, that's a loose statement. Because you will never be proper if you don't know your father. Young lady, let me tell you that. Never say that thing again that if you don't need your father at every time of your life, even at 60 years, you need your father because without your father, you are useless.
Okay, then if you understand that, then don't blame the woman.
But when your mother cannot show you your father, your mother is a witch or a fool.
I won't be a fool. Right.
Don't say ever anywhere that you don't need your father. Young lady, never say that statement again. That what your father can give you, nobody can give. But if your mother deny you of knowing who your father is from 0 to 32, if your mother is not a witch, then it's a fool.
How can my mom deny me if my father accepted me?
Your father didn't accept you because the pregnancy was unwanted. We didn't plan to have pregnancy.
Okay, wait.
Chop for excitement. Not chop for babies.
It's enjoyment. That moment, 30 minutes, 15 minutes enjoyment. Whatever comes out, you know.
Why are you blaming the woman for that? No, how do you blame the woman for that?
Bema who buy for no need.
Bema afraid do about sometimes and might make us say offer you free more you free whatever comes
you film who himself who say I don't know about say you just have been on the
Bad man inside the whole story.
Now 21-year-old boy. 21-year-old boy. Who himself to your fees?
DJ Joe. DJ Joe. DJ Joe. Come for the other side. Come for the other side. DJ Joe. Yeah. DJ Joe.
Yeah.
Kasa.
Mr. Kaka, me.
Peja phone na yenhu anime. Peja phone na yenhu anime.
Okay. Financial car media. In a middle bar at Edda, what part your wedding, no?
Oh, okay.
Kaka make an say, Ghana Bema Nakasana, your part too much. Because
Kobenson and Batupa.
What check here, oh.
Kroben and Batupa.
Oh, besides a Kroben son and Batupa.
Kroben son and Memman and Patuba.
And Patupa.
Kroben son and Memman Patupa, Mr. Ebasi is here.
But can't me about the Abuchat, a Gambia president every year, they are not on ma to all the foreigners are most Gambia, not like he wish everybody Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, whatever it is. It's not my funny joke, sir. If it comes to Nigerians, like 419, they're a champion, but one country of commerce and power, but if back where Ghana. Do Ghana go to police station. Now the Ghana knew her. I will tell I could do BH. The Ghana for the NT, which is cut to another about to a Ghana and you bet to a banner with Jessica.
Send Ghana for the Sana Yanko Ponti, Yanko Pema, and the Ghana any Pema, as a Ghana for you, Yanko.
Oh, Mr. Ghana and Bema in general.
And I'm saying, I say Ghana, Mema, Yanko.
Eh, Yabio, Joe, or say more part of Casa, your part of Power, more part of Power, the Uncle, or your Gambia, Nibema.
Oh, okay. I'm not correcting your part to papa. Your part to papa, Mendada. If you could hear, hey, going back to me now, like 1 day or 2 days, Abraham. Niameni yageni ye huku obi o street me was pen abonte so okodi ashawe ni Ghana ni bema otmi bi ashawo the kwanda o say ye kan mba na omba we ni ni obi aye right what I say then e dey no jari obu na to poko anko ma fa ni crank yi ni aka na o say etimi gba ohun ban nti no me na metimi aka me ya me jam
yeah that's it Joe is it nibi when the last but one color nibi
ayibonte
my moon nibi yes nibi ayibonte no kan nibi ma on mute to others na just on mute or whoever will be lucky na yemfa
but KOFI I think their sex education has
okay nibi enti we ni audio na ma o check your audio no my name say if we them also there is a need for them.
There's a need for proper sexual education because so many years ago and I said sex education is poor and it's still repeating itself now. Girls and boys of today don't know what they call safe period. That's the problem we have. We need to understand what safe period is so that we know when to have sexual intercourse unprotected and when to have it protected. Number 2, we also need to know the essentiality of condoms and contraceptive. As if to say we have no idea about contraceptive and condoms.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Kasa.
Yeah. na unyo obi to say kunedu not ya wale afia legally married to obi and any to say gay. It is never easy. So obey bia betini abesine kefu afa kunedu many that is any easy cry. Number 2, any easy no any easy say akole bia folia not in one for the nuclear family, that is JJ, the wife and the other children, say Mulia and other Miyamoka. It is never easy. In the case of Abigail, yen kai want to say, ni mami di Abigail brokakra. Ni mami no, I don't know the exposure no after the time only JJ ya the nuclear only JJ ya obutime ewo. Ni mami energy Abigail broken here na JJ in question. Why? Because the mother in question, you know, and now or two animals to go after that.
All right, that's it.
JJ, let me say, when your president Abigail man will be two animals. No matter
that's it. Unfortunately, didn't mean far course, no.
Comfort iPhone. Comfort iPhone.
Yeah, the course in the base. Cancel it. I'll say.
Just for my main say why?
Yeah, for saying.
Nana Ira Boati.
Nana Ira Kasa.
Yeah, many of that. I'm say, yeah, or he back higher.
Hey, Charlotte Sana, baby. Thank you.
Abigail, I will, yeah, now, senior or he back higher. Yeah. Ne mother and also the statistic. So saying, why did he take the woman to teach her? And so now all cancer as it was said, the woman trying to give her to other men who need to teach her. And so say all banner. Abigail say, ne mother knew effectively, ne mother knew it is all family free so well. I don't know one party or one party or more any man for so say I also say they are used to so Papa Dick and link to me man and man. Now we'll take for money from a bishop. If I don't myself together, no one in Abba. I could young point to be that a clear open. For her to go to the family house, no man is 5,000. And no, and my name is simply because of that, you know. Oma accepting the say, Papa J. Maybe they felt safe, so I don't young one. And then my name is simply a former jingle. I said, this your phone is so generous to you. And you know, Abigail said, you only your phone in number because Abigail wouldn't say. And you're not going to do anything. They don't fool you. They don't want to be made. Now you know, I never saw because we can be an imposter or plenty about the customer company. Don't give me to company. It is why here, so prepare Busiana, Busiana, after also for cooking, no near Busia phoning in a bed. Now, Papa also open us them, and yes, na wo ba be ma ma say nyina so papa ni papa because papa ni papa je ya ke nyina ye mu what benefit ya papa no je bi ma ye ku so na what accept so any Ghana e be mu papa no papa e na wo nya bi use the right channel because you know and the money what he trying to do say or the great family now you end up not getting anything. Obey Jai interest now or granting it. Not family now, after no man said to me. What to the family? Whatever deal they look for you. Don't you know yet? How will get to the bottom of it? And the institution was after Abigail, but then the one. Abigail, I am in a especially in a so every Abigail said. On which Abigail did, maybe we can't find it, the American say, Abigail will, yeah, or what's it down. Oh, man, you bring to my mistake. So, to me, when you can't spend out to because we have a yes, you know, already the school life, and we're losing. I'm one go school. Yeah, when you have the young better. Who are near denial from all these? You know, I only idea. The Ben may because a man can. When I won't can't find, but.
Oh, mommy, it's in an area. Nana, that's how Mike now you're muted.
Hello.
Yeah.
What might be?
Now where you call?
Okay.
Hello.
Where you call? Yes.
Edio.
Hello, Kofi. Hello.
Yes, Mills family. At a Mills family and as a info family.
Kofi. I'm the chair of where I was in. Yeah, I'm also. What can I say? Church service, you know. Utienya so for the kind last Savannah, I say upon you are. Yes, and every one thing. Okay, bye. And no, they so for me, I make a such a funny. The young one. And young one said, yes, hello. Okay, I might do on channel or young baby. Never work on a mine now. And in my manner,
yeah, that's it. Yet, me far from me, unfortunately, yet me, I'm found maybe I would not switch a fache, young Breno, and so, yeah, travel more than unnecessary hours.
Yes, I know. Emily, she has say,
a comfort iPhone.
Hey, Edimu Bessia, na Yadama say, but Shannon was every Thursday be a similar thing, a bebro, a interactive section, say, na tap send at Aroma and the ebro. At the same time, every day sponsors as say KTA mobile phones, open phone, papa, or Amazon, Obenya be Elho. Na wetumi ato na oyusu sanso na sankofa restaurant ewo Dubai mo amasha ase ko Dubai say sister nema ba fom no ukona obenya Ghana bia na dia sankofa restaurant for na betumi aba ho hotel crown betumi ede aba ho na wetumi enya bi edi sanso na yebeda kafam open TV na electrical appliance bia no ho na obetumi enya bi Vital 20 immune booster bia eboa nipa ho ban ema omanfo enya hodin yi pa bi nenum bi na ubedi adanse se ampa ho atumi ato na ho edin pa enso sanso na yebeda omama royal chocolate yebeda omo ase ope chocolate Ghana chocolate papa boost immune system a omo na ebetumi ama wonya sa chocolate no ebi na Kwa FS as say din no asesa akoye Kwa mixture wonya bia ebeboa oye pa wakon yade bia kon wonya no adura pekoa mesia bi for general well-being intino ho beto na watumi agina wonan eso yabada yaboafo na nyina ase can say you are responsible for your statement.
Thank you very much. Na o ka say ye dan konfasi Prophet J Semin kan so chiao na it said na say all night no time fa hobium bomodin
o ha na akọ
oh
make us what
oh this is the work or how for 2 years now waka waja US for na betra wa Ghana nto Semin kan so china wo invite you anybre no bra na be fem man na be twa kakra man na oba e wana ne nam sisi da waje nto china nyumre a ena nyumre say e wure nemu e bi ni kofi agro ifiti 8 and thank you so much. Obia bebe. And then 9 p.m. Prayer Palace. Prophet Emmanuel J. Kofi. Also me invite to new team. Obia or the Brian Bompire. 9 p.m. Yeah, I just sent Herbalife. I just sent Herbalife. Spintex Road. Bra. Na any Prophet J. And your last all night for the month of January. Enti you invite mu nyina oso mfa sankra no emamu. Na kai say ginger no say gu sorry kofi ntumi we no saade but at least eboa eno so eka ho onnom we na like 20 na bo ginger no gu so saade we no nyina ye who are you covid ne buy tu nu kura ebeko we ginger yi na won feel trebien enwanom afutu amede ma ne say unu krute na okowo ba onye boni ayenye bida enye boni. What must say?
Why are you not compassionate at all? Oh my God, Councillor LUTTERODT.
What do you call compassionate?
Every queen.
Oh, you can't say compassionate. In the first place, unu kru ho no ko over the bar. Don't push the child away. If you think you are the best wife in the house, raise that child alongside the children in the house, so that they will all grow in one house. They will eat one food. Go to one school because they belong to one man. Number 2, if you are a young girl sleeping with somebody's husband, before you make a decision to have a child for that man, think twice. Is the man ready for a child? Let it become a planned pregnancy, not unplanned or unwanted. Number 3, if you are watching me today and you have a child with any man, don't keep the child for 32 years before you show them who their father is. It's not about Abigail. Kofi, me say 48 years woman. 48 before I went to show her who the father was. Even at that stage, the mother was still refusing. The pregnancy never happened because the man wanted to impregnate you. It was unwanted. Eti mesramo asofo boni ne ya doso ene ya boni ne ye ntwaso oto awade aso a manipa ni di communion obia wo ho ewo di obetuma hwe no obi ti awade ase ono ano wo hwe no ho ehun faso ni drense obewale na wo hwe wo ho be ma de wo a ma bofra ni nim ne papa mentwen abi di abiga koye ye enso ani. Go back to the family with your family and let them inculcate you into the family. Nana Kunedu Ajima Rawlings, the wife of Rawlings, cannot inculcate you into the family. It is the family of Rawlings that can inculcate you. The law says that if you marry under the civil law, Cap 127 and 8, if you marry under civil law, which is this ring, no woman can come, but children can come. That's the law. So the children will have an estate in it, and you are a child. Don't fight Kunedu, don't fight the other children. Make sure that you go to Rawlings family and let them accept you and prove that you are theirs. And by so doing, Nana Kunedu have nothing to do than to allow the children to know you as their sister or as their brother.
Moses Abba, was it African men also have to learn this? If you are sleeping with a woman and you don't love her, you don't want to give birth, please remove it. Don't put it inside.
You are not supposed to remove anything when having sex. You have to pour it inside. So if you can't pour it inside, wear tedium rubber, condom. But there's nothing called when you're having sex with me and you are coming, pull out. It is no coitus interruptus is not when you are trying to penetrate and you are about to ejaculate, you pull it out. Anytime a man is in and you pull out, you get mental problem. A dumb bomb. Adi a head then, and you may be a danu to appear near Jimmy. Etwedie de udi apipigum. Eti se nye ready so bisa sefa. Enye ready so me peguma. No ahye roba. 0277 609 6 of opese ye boa now papa yenya adore ma at age 40 50 60 0277 609 604. If you are going out with somebody's husband, before you get pregnant for the man, know the family house and let them be concerned about the pregnancy. Don't just give birth to a child to make the child's life like Abigail. Please, 0277 609 604. I'm ready to help you look for your father and let's do an adoring for you. As for the rest of you, oh yeah, do pigum, but know your ovulation. 10 days after your menses is your ovulation. Men ko pepe and rekeke. Yarian su okrum. COVID-19 de kofi aba. Finally A+ agya to say yare no. First no say flu. Say our confess say any flu. Because na down for ben pa young one ewu. It say the A+ say COVID-19 is real. Ye de yenim say is real dada. E say bia ye tedo. And the bia ye bono ye hu say yare no edini pa akọ. Ba ye sremo. Enya fa wonko yi de. Ye mbo ye ho ban. Se be ya. Yade no enyanku ye se enchine ye de papa emma twanso ye de papa ubewu akọ hwan e bedi wo yiri mi se na me yiri tie mi ja no bi na be me ya papa me bre ma wale ba
o se ma ya pon
me yu ba
to be bi o ga ko na de
enye ba
ya do be si ya kra
your friend me Nana Santa Boga Cross or see a dear Yoka from lower prices the first. Chief of Fufu. If you send me in the home appliances, no boy for any auto home use. Kafam. How no any promotion? If you say you're 30 home appliances. Angaza.
Oh, my king. I came all the way from Togo just to buy here. Their prices are so good. Produit très exceptionnel. Et tellement que j'adore ça.
Even in French, something is happening at KOFI. If you say you're winning fastest growing Samsung sales partner, Ghana. And I face also 2019, you will need Samsung strategic partner. It was South Korea. KOFI lower prices no. I told me Shazam Cool. Nothing, no snake. No snake, no. My fantasy. Call KOFI today on 0500 000 105.
Any mammy do fee, or yet more duxi, and no pebiera minia best sorry, wadimu, no codum, on complaining that, tell whom able to know. Samson Amebra, with Fitani, go to engine, no pejanting, the card you must say this city, there be Bierano, and what in dende, Miamere, or store, no dinija, may ye and sorry, no pa, and cassen and near her, and I said, no way and murder. Son papa, Nymphia conkind, or no soon complaining that, tell whom be any ya, or sorry, no pana, no fancy kind, or conofu, me, acrobato, Majuma may, me can news, na me acti, na me come back, Tebiarano, a bram de bedampuna adias. Nanso men sorry da krokranka se me hu ba bia me ya ni nyina gya se yo secret ahuntasem eyaduru a de boy ho ba ni nyina ni kowa mesha kurani eyaduru a wonom a ebo nipadua no ema wo se pi usita na yare da ho eya nunum bi na obedi adanse ubenya bi ato oba bi eton no bia na opedodo otunsu a fresh telephone number si kowa mesha abusua ahuntasem
nyama apemfo nkoda a woni mfie dumienu ne mma o ma nkwada no fo FDA ahwehwe edwade inkrato yi agya tumusa eye
God, you smart pan. This I can do crony by children. Very smart. Not no ben na mo sha. I worry for money ajisano. Top Hub app. And you download your mobile phones so you should be very interesting. Top Hub app. No, yes, spelling is saying TOPHUB. Musicians, movie actors, comedians, any event organizers. I do more contents. And now on shows. A good Top Hub app no so no. Ama what share one come on just go boto mono. No man for also at the comfort of their homes. I download Top Hub app no. It should be so say you bet me crowd their chef virtual concert any African movies bia exactement French for Becca
eno na ye bieti ho ehwe bie no ewiase afana ba bia wo no wunya wo exclusive and original African movies bi she
me person me download na me hwe bi say sia call Apple and Google Play Store Smart TV and answer one website tophubonline.com wo download via na subscribe ehwa no Dem? Onya. Wow! African movies, any series, Papa B. Makaya! Top Hub app. Home of quality African movies and series.
Nyantechwa maybe am discover free Europe akoma busuan for Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer easy convenient fast and sound so free won't you she me discover mapim tap send internet also download the tap send app no mobile phone so free na first ka komo abusuan for Ghana fa na nyina tap send papa no
Michael, let's support the new system. Yeah, Minya, Michael.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Let's go be able to go in the
Me Koko support my business for new new system. Hey, what's a Michael t-shirt? Mato t-shirt. Me come back fan kai no. You t-shirt to go mommy.
Boss, champion, boss, Mr. Willie one.
Okay.
Michael, supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
ANS Trading Agency Limited. Yajma ya pay door-to-door courier service. I different London or hima chrome and I say Europe babia or better shepo near my bagana no. Yajma ya say bio. I saw better left-hand drive vehicles. A car to create a truck timber. I person different Europe e bagana. And I say open by 20-foot container and 40-foot container duty. You didn't want to temper. It doesn't matter. Baby I wish you put container and free. So the free China. And I say Europe for now America baby I person best piano. You bet my amount. Duty there, we are one of the best ever the whole Ghana. So per se unyai and our tea and cow be visit www.anstar24.com. We are the best.
The UK average memoha. Now when your car akwenshie bi enyo form. Anase adokita fo ahwe wa show yi. Right claim betumi aboa wa ma wagisi campaign bebre. Yawo UK a lawyer for etitru anase ekuku damfo a betumi aboa wo akonko ama. Kosi se we sika no beba. Eno ani se wo be ko www.rightclaims.co.uk. Now wa feel wo form. Wo betumi afre yen wo number ya ewu fige ase. Say a cancel of flight. And now say when your flight delay for over don't make sure 3 hours and come baby. Right claims bet me abuawama ahansu wajisika. Right claims. It's as simple as that.
KTA Mobile, technology worth sharing. It's the future.
Hello, welcome to Yonak Digital. Here, we deal in security locks, smart locks, intelligent locks, which are ideal for corporate institutions, for banks, real estate, forex bureau, and many more.
Here at Yonak, we have a variety of locks. This is our facial recognition lock, biometric lock. This is our little biometric lock. It's ideal for front aluminum glass doors.
You can locate Yonak Digital at Wager, SCC Junction off the DVLA road.
Call us on 0553-892370 or WhatsApp us on 0507-242299.
Yonak Digital, security in style.
Wow, this boy is great. Nasha one sway. Ahoke kasron kubia. Ye made diagro. Brain syrup. Any anusie no. Brain syrup. E won yan in robi to say. Omega-3 fatty acids. vitamins ahodoɔ pii ɛne glutamic acid a ɛboa ma mmɔfra adwene mu dɔ na ɛsa ma wɔ apɔmuden. Brenex syrup wobɛnya bi wɔ drugstore a ɛbɛn wɔ mu. Ne dodoɔ mu deɛ Frejucard Pharmacy ɛwɔ Nkran Okaishi Drug Lane ɛwɔ 0244 560 296. Brenex syrup Emma Mofra adwene mapomuden SCP esita FDA ahwehwɛ saa adwadie nkratoɔ yi mu agye ato mu sɛ ɛyɛ
Pro I bet to your subio Ghana mat yemamwa fisha pa na woni bibi yedi dronye wi ama nyamamwa ye din kakra enu ti na Ghana mat ewo hoi so wa brochure na opese wo ma na wa for provisions opese to credit man se opese opese wo share DSTV bill e man no bibi opese wo ye ma wa no for bia ko www.ghanamat.com me say sisu bi mu www.ghanamat.com no do die and you feel quite Ghana mat ye mama fisha Claire